where we left off on things.
Maddox is secretly evil, and we have to stop him. We gotta stop him. He's gonna take over the world.
That doesn't sound right.
Oh, was that? Oh, okay. It's been a while, so I can't really remember.
Wake up, Amros. You're napping.
We are trying to meet and stop any threats from Saint George, though we have conflicting ideas of what he's doing here, so we're just kind of feeling out what he's about to do when he gets to be Monday.
Oh no, he's
here.
He's here.
He's here.
Well, yeah, but like we still gotta wait for him to do something.
He's right outside the hangar, staring down Deb.
Yeah.
I mean,
but you are right. We are undecided.
We have to wait and see what happens.
Yeah,
we haven't done anything.
A lot of shit happened last time. A lot of weird stuff went on.
And we praised some water dragons or something, and sky cats. I forget it.
Sure.
God, was
There's
that,
a new holiday.
Last time we did, resolve the Thunderbirds versus the Nishipeshu.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember if that was last time or the end of the time before. Because I think last time might have been all about St. George.
I think you're right. Oh God, wait, hold on. Am I sitting at 5 XP? Did I need to advance?
You might have.
Fuck.
There's time right now.
Yeah, go ahead. I already know what I'm taking, so it's fine.
Yeah, I figured. Assuming it's what I think it is. Some of the things that happened last time, I need to pull my fucking notes too. A whole bunch of shit went off kind of at once. St. George made it to town. St. George immediately got into some kind of horrific fight with a bunch of vampires for some reason. St. George killed all the vampires. Amros tried to go help, but then caught a battle axe from a guy who works for Middle Guard Securities. Let's see. You've currently got the you've got the stop sign from Benjamin because you were warned by Benjamin, and you've got the battle axe that you haven't figured out how to collapse yet. The corpse of that guy was on the floor and then dissipated, but all of his equipment got left.
Yeah,
well, I
got
say
a
dissipated.
stop sign taped to the battle axe. I'm ready to fight.
Sure. Yeah. Right. You're doing a Darth Maul. One side you got a battle axe, other side. You got
it's not double sided like that. Like taped, so like the stop sign is where the head of the axe is. Yeah. If we're being particular about it.
Sure.
Yeah. Don't mistake the visual. The most important part.
Most of the session last time really was trying to get George here, because the couple things happened the second George got close, which is all of the power to the town shut off, then all of the phones fried, and all of the cell towers are down. Two of you still have phones.
Not all the phone. Yeah, okay. Never mind. You're on it.
Yeah, two of you still have phones because of the type of phone you have. But you can't connect to anything, right? Because all the cell towers and shit is gone. Let's see. Yeah, you threw Deb and really it was Deb and then a bait and switch from Cam. Deb, Cam, and Awkward, I believe, got through like a military cordon and picked up George, swapped out cars, and then Deb led them on a chase, and only really made it out assisted by the random fucking guard that you got to be a ride or die by hitting a charm of 12 plus. Yeah, where we left things, I believe all of you were getting to the hangar at the same time. The people already at the hangar were, I believe, Harlow and Amaros, and Maddie. Um,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
where we really left things is George is in a standoff basically with Deb. Deb has one hand behind her back. Deb, by the way, currently, I think this is the scene we'll go in on. Deb with her biker leathers on, gripping a huge axe, or not huge axe, a huge knife behind her back, while George casually points the gun at the sky, staring at her face. Um, the two of you inside absolutely heard the warning shot. So I guess we'll go to you first. To you two first. Are you running outside?
No, Maddie's in here.
Fair enough. It was also way louder than a normal gunshot. Almost every shot he's shooting is like thunder loud. And also, I guess I should mention he is completely glowing at this point, almost hard to look at. It almost seems like every time he opens his mouth, like light sort of wisps and pours out of him.
I would like to offer a protection spell just to him, but I don't. I have to check to see if use magic does anything actually useful. Um, but I'm actively trying to put a ward upon him.
Okay. I think to do that, you would need to be able to see him. He's not inside yet. Deb is not letting him in the
Oh,
door.
sorry. No, sorry. I was talking about Maddie.
Oh, Maddie. You could potentially do it. You'll have to get inside the inside Veronica.
He's in the cage.
Oh,
Magic doesn't go
I don't.
through so well.
I don't want to like put. I don't want to. I should. I guess when I'm saying ward in my head, I'm thinking like magic circle kind of thing, because I don't want to try to use I don't want to go. I don't go in Veronica if I can
Okay.
help it.
Well, yeah, it
Yeah.
hasn't been kind to you.
No, I don't.
Pretty
I can't.
universally.
I can't see in Veronica.
Yeah. So yeah, you want to try to make a circle around the outside of Veronica?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Give me. I think it's a use magic bar a person, right? You're just trying to make a
Mhm.
very basic chalk circle.
Mhm.
Really, you have
Mhm.
leftover like some of the stuff you used, the like what's it called? The white stuff you put on baseball fields, like the chalk
Just
powder.
chalk paint.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And that's a weird with a -1.
Mm-hmm.
Do.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Powered up. You could tell pretty immediately after you get it up that it doesn't seem like it's a problem, but it's interacting very weirdly with whatever the wards like. It it essentially tells you that Veronica itself has a circle inscribed in it, right? So now you're placing a circle around a circle, and
Well,
it
what I'm actually doing is I'm trying to invoke divinity as we have access to it, because that is the
yeah
one thing we're not utilizing right now to protect him. So I'm it's not just I'm not just trying to be redundant. I'm trying to cover up more bases.
yeah. No, it's not necessarily a redundancy thing. It's a you can tell that like it's one of those where the person inside of the circle is good. If you're inside of the circle, like in between the two circles, that's a bad place to be
Fair.
because the magical interference back and forth is getting kind of weird, right?
Hmm.
So yeah, you're setting up the circle. Amaros, are you running outside? Or are you staying inside?
Yeah, that's a good question. Because like
I
a
guess you don't really
gunshot,
run. You just
yeah. Because a gunshot is but Maddie's here and
yeah.
Deb's outside.
Mm-hmm.
Would Deb want me to stay to protect Maddie or be by her side to protect? I think Deb, who heavily reinforced that her only goal is to protect Maddox, would want
Mhm.
me to be here in case something he gets past them immediately or something. I
Yeah.
don't know. So I don't have anything like to do necessarily, right? Like I can't like prep anything. I'm just like ready?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, because I have I was gonna maybe send Artemis outside to be my eyes, but they're gonna hate it out in the rain, you know.
Yeah.
So, and I think they're up in the rafters right now anyway. So, yeah, they're fine. Yeah, I mean, I just don't have anything I think I can do constructively, but I'm helping with whatever is going on in here.
Yeah. Okay. Just basically getting ready, right? Because
Yeah.
you know how fast he's going to be moving if it's past them. So outside then, I think Deb, you're in the middle of the square off, and we just had a little bit of back and forth between the two of you. Basically, he's saying get out of the way, and you've uh very emphatically said no. I'll give it real quick to Cam and Awkward. You two are both standing a little distance away, right? Because Deb was in a different car, so you would have gotten out of a car, seen this thing happening, and had the chance to take a couple steps forward. You're probably back a little bit behind where George is.
Why do I remember we were there, like up there? Because I remember talking to George because I had already taken out the stained glass knife.
Right. No, so it's you are definitely close enough to talk to him.
Okay,
But positionally you were kind of behind him to the right, right? You
got
haven't
it.
gotten to the door next to Deb. Deb is in front of the door.
Um. Okay.
Try shooting him, see what happens.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna jinx Deb.
Okay. Thanks, Deb. Go for it.
Ooh, 9. Hold on.
Okay. Do you want to use it now for anything?
Is that a question for me or for Deb?
For you. There's some options you can invoke that aren't just
Oh, yeah, no, it's gonna be helping them, giving them +1 forward.
okay. So yeah, Deb, it'll be +1.
Okay.
Well, really, it'll be +1 to the roll you're choosing because Awkward will pull at instant speed, basically.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he is staring at you. There's no longer any pupils in his eyes. As you stand, it seems second by second he is looking at a lot less like a man and more like a shell for something. Mostly for whatever the fuck that light is, which is getting hard to look at, even as you're locked in, trying to match his gaze. He looks down at you and says, "You need to move now."
Look, I know you're here to fulfill some mission, but I'm and I know how important that is because I'm on a mission myself. If you put the gun down and tell me what you're trying to accomplish, maybe I can help you get your mission done. Otherwise, I think we're just at loggerheads, honey.
Inside of that building is something I need to see.
All right, well, you see with your eyes, not with the big ass revolver. Why don't you put that back in its holster and we'll go take a look at what's going on inside?
Uh, the eyes regard you. Seem to look up, like past you, towards the warehouse or the hangar. He slowly puts the gun. You could see the hilt of it. The handle is still poking out of his jacket,
Mhm.
but he's put it into the side of one of the side pockets of his bomber jacket.
All right. I will sort of turn to the side, open the door, motion him through it with my left arm, because my right hand remains behind my back on the handle of my knife. And I'll sort of put my left arm, if he lets me, not just sort of on the small of his back as he walks through.
Okay. As he walks in, I assume all of you are following behind. Cam, awkward.
Yup.
Deb, you're right behind, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
In front, you could see now the two of you inside could see George walk in. The emergency generator to the building has been on. You've had light, normal light, going for a bit. But as he walks in, you see it's almost like all of the light, you could see it running in rivers and currents as the rest of each one of the light fixtures is growing dimmer and dimmer as all of the light seems to pour towards him, making him like the focal bright point in the room as everything is starting to go dim. Anybody do anything?
I'll just say, look, see, just a bunch of people.
Yeah. And Cam would like to kind of scoot ahead and move towards Veronica, and as I'm
Mhm.
doing so, I would like to check in with the secret masters.
Okay.
I would like to let me rephrase that. I'd like to check in with the
Like-
remnants of the DFA and just
Yeah.
see
Ask
hey
the back of
guys,
your eyeballs.
what's can you see what's going down here? No, they sure can't. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, what happens on a fail? Anything?
On a miss, the secret master's reply is terrible, garbled, or somehow dangerously wrong.
Should we clarify?
The secret masters had pressed the debug button, and it turns out the router signal's all fucked up, and it's just super robotic from them.
Do we get a bonus from doing a recap? And if so, who did the recap?
You took the initiative, so I'll give it to you.
Oh, me? Oh, shit.
Well, hold on. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
It was me.
Yeah,
was
you
me.
did. You
Yeah.
did. Amros took the initiative wrong, so it doesn't count. Harley took the initiative right, so it does count.
I like that. I like that better.
So yeah, the secret masters give you a message, huh? Let's see. I'm
Let me
gonna
get the whole wordage here. When you telepathically ask the secret masters for aid, roll weird. On a miss, the secret master's reply is terrible, garbled, or somehow dangerously wrong.
Oh.
Suddenly feeling good about that extra health box I just picked up.
Yeah. Is that why you have
I'm gonna
8
give you
instead of
just
7?
Yep.
Okay.
the
And I'm immune
garbled
to harm 0 and harm 1 maneuvers.
the garbled response you get is supremely unhelpful. As it says, I'll give it to everybody. It's the words in order: help, want, contain, bargain. So good luck with that.
Yeah, he's definitely confused. Definitely confused.
Anyone else? Actually, Cam, real quick, Cam, since this is the first time that hasn't worked, I think that fucks you up a little bit, right? Because whatever this thing is strong enough to, yeah, every other time you've done it, you've gotten something. Most of the time you do pretty well, actually. This is the first time I think that it failed like this. I think to you that speaks of like like, is the thing giving off so much magic bullshit that it's interfering with their ability to talk to you? Is that even how it works?
I wish I knew. I wish I knew.
You were saying something, Amros.
Oh, I don't think I'm not doing anything in particular, but I think I like take a few steps forward and like take up just a stance, right, in front of the Veronica, the battle axe in hand, and I just say to George, your path brought you to me after all, right on time.
His eyes remain locked on Veronica. You see Maddie in the back of Veronica peek up. And Deb, I think you're the one who catches this because your focus is switching back and forth between the two of them, right? And because technically he is at Harlow and Aros's back. You see Maddie's eyes lock onto him, and his jaw goes slack.
Yeah, so I'm probably a step behind St. George at this point, with my free arm just barely like touching his back, and I'll say, "Well, you see, nothing here but a bunch of people hanging out, trying to figure out what it is that you're doing. So if you'd be so kind to let us know, now would be the time. I don't think we can wait any longer to hear what it is that you need to do. After all, lots of able-bodied people here to help you."
Twice have you bound him. Free him now.
Oh, he ain't bound in there. He's in there by choice. If he wants to come out, he can come out anytime. But
His right hand goes to the. You know the gun does not need to be reloaded, right, or cocked at all.
Yeah, I'm
you
putting the
hear
knife in his
hammer
back.
cock.
I'm putting the knife in his back.
Okay, you're stabbing him.
Yeah, I'm putting the knife in his back.
You're
Dude,
stab an angel?
Dude, fuck this guy. He's pointing a gun. He's getting ready to point a gun at Maddie. That's not going to happen.
Yeah. So kick some ass. I think this one's just trade harm, right?
Yeah. Let's see. 7+. You and whatever you're fighting inflict harm on each other. The amount of harm is based on established dangers in the game. So
Okay.
the knife is 2 harm.
Yep. You stab.
No, I'm sorry. It's 1 harm. I read the wrong thing. 1 harm.
As you stab, this just feels like a guy. There's nothing. It doesn't feel special. You've stabbed things that aren't a guy, right? That are like supernatural. It just feels like a man. As the knife sinks in, the hand that was reaching for the gun whips around. You're going to take. Let's see. You're going to take 2 harm as the hand grips your neck and then slams you down into the ground.
Okay.
As you hit the ground, he rears one of his boots back and boots you in the chest, and you slide about a foot or 2 away.
Cool.
Kind of spinning. He pauses and pauses because the knife. I think. Do you want the knife to be left in his back? Or do you want to have dragged it with you?
I think given his reaction, although I'd want to have it with me, I think given his reaction, it's probably stuck in his back. He probably hit me hard enough and quick enough that I am separated from it.
Yeah, you see he actually stops and both hands go back. All of you except for Deb now can see what looks like actual startle on his face. And the beginnings of pain as because of the angle, because Deb got him in the square of the back, he can't quite get to the knife. He begins to, as he turns to see like Maddie in the cage. Dev is on the ground, having been pushed away. And real quick, is there anything anybody else wants to do before anything else happens? Because that definitely took. It was fast, right? But that's like 2 or 3 seconds, which for the hunters is enough time for you to do something now, right? So, is there anything anybody wants to do?
I will get directly between him and Maddie. I'm
Okay,
trying to protect someone.
got it.
Also, just FYI, of those two harm, my amulet's going to absorb one of those.
Hell yeah. Okay. Uh, Ethan, so Cam is getting into position. Are you gonna roll protect someone?
Uh, do I do that in advance, or am I just?
Okay. Well, I got it. You're in front of him, so we'll wait to see what he does. Okay. If he does anything,
I mean, I'm happy to roll now. I just didn't think I rolled that until
no,
he was
it's
actually
not
being
yet.
attacked. Okay.
So Harlow, awkward Romros, what's up?
I'm waiting. He said he needed to see something. That's what he said.
Got it. Amros.
I mean, I rush to Deb's side. Like Deb has kicked things off. I think I rush to Deb's side. Like I just apparate to her.
Yep.
Help her to her feet to make sure that she's okay. Can I actually? Is there? I don't know like how much movement quote unquote I can have, but like, can I get to her and try to heal her?
I think both because you have angel wing, so it does mean you can quite literally teleport. Yeah. Go
Okay.
for it.
Okay. I will attempt to do this as I help you up. Oh, okay. On a miss, I cause you harm.
Awesome.
Oh, the bag hungers.
How
Yeah.
much? How much harm?
It just causes harm.
One seems okay.
All right.
The
oh, sorry. I'm so sorry.
the
Yeah,
eye.
give me a hand here as I get up, cough up a little blood, and reach for my handgun.
Deb, the eyes flat. His eyes flashed to as he kicked you away. Caught his eyes flash to the place on your chest where you keep your amulet.
Mhm.
Glaring at it, and his brow for a little bit. He is going to move to try to get to Veronica. He at this point he's still some distance away. You guys did not get very far in the door, and Veronica is quite a ways from the door. So he's probably about maybe 30 feet away. Cam, you are directly in front of him, kind of getting ready, right? Harlow, you are back closer to the circle.
Yeah,
You just made.
I'm actually sitting.
Okay. Yeah, he begins to move. Cam, you're the only one currently in position to do anything about this. So give me an act under pressure if you want to like keep up with him. Because he's moving unnaturally fast.
Already.
Also, Doug, you're muted if you've been trying to say something.
I haven't.
Okay.
Don't think I'll bottle it up for now because I don't want to have to eat that minus on a protect roll. So hope I didn't fuck myself. Nah, I'm good. I'm golden. I do what I set out to do.
Yeah. Yeah. As he moves, you grab onto him, and you feel a similar sensation to when Amaros teleported you earlier today, right? that feeling of like everybody else, it looks like they moved it rather than Amros's teleport, they move in something closer to what looks like a flicker of light or a fast forward, right? Like a super speed. Can you latch on and from your perspective, it's just a dizzying whirl. Suddenly, you're standing in front of the circle. You've moved like 30 feet in a heartbeat, but you're still right next to him. You grabbed onto his arm, and whatever he did brought you with him.
George, you need to stop. He ain't tied up in there. He ain't bound. He's in there of his own choice. You can't take that from him.
As you're saying that, the other hand, not connected to the arm that you gripped onto, reaches out, and you see a physical barrier. That well,
I'm sorry, I see
you
a
don't
what?
know a physical barrier, like the circle that are loaded into place, right, is barring from getting in. So you
Got it,
see his
okay.
hand like mime like touch something, and there as it's touching, you see it begin to spark underneath his hand.
He ain't gonna want to come out of there. You keep scaring him like this, and I'm gonna do my best to try to shove him away.
Okay. Yeah, this is I think a kick some ass technically.
Ugh.
Oh my god.
Oh man, you're tougher than you look.
You go to push, right? And suddenly it is like pushing a mountain.
Yeah.
The hand that was gripping you breaks free, grabs you by somewhere like the body armor and your center mass, lifts you up, and
I don't know what like I do want to just very briefly remind you I'm immune to certain arm maneuvers. I don't know what that means on your side, but Harm 0 and Harm 1 I am immune to because of Asphalt Jungle.
Hey,
There we go.
yeah. Huh. Sure. Yeah.
Don't really know what
Yeah.
that means on your side, but
So I think the most he is what he was gonna do is throw you in your car. Instead, what he's doing is he lifts you up, and goes to push you, like to throw you. And at the last minute, you get one hand and one foot down on the ground and kind of slide into like a spin, getting back to your feet. Uh, the force he threw you with was like enough that you realize if you had kept going, right, if you hadn't caught yourself, slowed yourself down, you probably would have been to the side of Veronica with your body as he was just grabbing you and throwing you forward. But the barrier didn't keep you out, so that's good. Anything else?
the anime slide.
Yes, exactly.
Do I dare try to heal Deb again?
You. Well, the question is Deb staying still. You got Deb to her feet. It did hurt her, but Deb's on her feet. Deb's getting the gun.
Well, yeah. I mean, if I have the opportunity, I've got another action I'd like to take, but I want to give everyone else the opportunity if they want to do anything.
Yeah,
I'll jinx Amaros.
Hasn't done anything. Okay, jinxing Amaros.
Yo, I need that.
Yeah.
Jinxing Amaros to try to heal better.
Hey, you get 2.
Yo, sick. Thank you.
Okay.
Adam, do you want me to try to heal you before you try to do something?
However you want to do it. Look, I'm pretty easy.
Okay. Look, I can't wait to be the one that kills your character by healing you to death.
Yeah, amazing.
You have a
Look,
puzzle.
We just look over and he keeps just grabbing her
Right.
head and throwing her in the concrete.
Look, you know, if I got to go out to the 5 demon bag, so be it.
You'll be the 6th demon, I think. Okay,
The demon
does it work?
the
Yo,
demon
it's
dead bag.
huge.
Nice.
It's
That's
huge.
two harm healed, sir.
Fantastic.
That,
Thank you.
Yeah. The oopsie's undone.
Yeah. I will walk over so I'm sort of at St. George's side, and now I'm pointing the handgun at his head, and I'll say, "Listen, big fella, now's the time for you to use your words. Anything other than explaining what exactly you are doing, we're going to take as being hostile. I'm out of patience. And literally, if he does anything other than explain exactly what he's doing, I'm going to shoot him."
Okay. You can't charm a monster.
Right. No, I mean, he either starts talking or it's a kick
But-
some ass roll.
Give me a charm person, but I'm going to give you you would have a +1 to it, but I'm going to give you a -3. So the net is I think with your bonus, you would be at like a +4 or something.
Okay, so this is just a manipulate someone roll?
Yes.
Okay.
Charm person, yeah. Manipulate someone.
Okay.
And so you're at a -2.
-2. Gotcha.
Mhm. Fuck it. Uh-huh. Okay. The hand is, you can see, still eating away at whatever this enchantment is. It's bought a second, right? Because you don't know if he would have already been there had he not been stopped by Harlow's barrier, right? But the eyes flick down to you, and there is a series of like blinks, almost like coming back to yourself. And he says, "I don't know, but I need to speak with the child."
Okay. See, this ain't so hard. I'll grab a chair and drag it over and tell him to have a seat and just start talking.
As he grabs the chair, he doesn't sit. Doesn't seem to notice the chair.
Well, actually, he doesn't sit, and I'll go, my bad. And I will, I want to pull the knife out of his back, but not like I want to try and help him out.
Yeah, you could see like he's moving better than a normal person would, but considering it's a knife in his back, he doesn't seem particularly happy about it.
Right.
Yeah, you retrieve your knife. He doesn't move. You see a slight wince as your hand makes contact with the knife. The eyes shift around, looking like at the circle, looking, and he says, "I cannot speak with the child from here."
I mean, Maddie, you can hear him just fine, right?
Maddie is just staring at him, eyes wide, mouth open. The look as you look over at him, it very much looks like lights are on, nobody's home.
I'll climb into Veronica with Maddox.
I will stand next to George.
Yeah, you climb in, you try to like rouse him, and you realize pretty quickly that this isn't shock. This is something else.
All right, well, This is just to everyone. Well, I can't imagine George is going to be able to have any sort of conversation as long as Maddox is like this. Anybody got any bright ideas as to what's going on? I'm a little familiar with standard run-of-the-mill shock, and this don't seem to be that.
Is he having a vision?
I'm quite literally the last person in the room that would have any idea on how to answer that question.
I'll come over and poke him.
Yeah, no response. You see
yeah.
George's hand still on the edge of the barrier, beginning now to continue to eat away, Harlow. You can see, because it's your spell, right? You can feel the edge of it beginning to fray.
Okay. I'm gonna turn around and snap at him like you snap at a dog and say, "Hey, down."
To George?
Yeah. Yeah.
The eyes flick to you, Furrow, and he says, "Twice have you warded him against my sight. If you wish to let me speak with him, you must bring him to me."
We can bring Maddox out if he'll move, but
Yeah, George, I think that's kind of Maddox's choice. So you've waited this long. I think it's best you get comfy in that chair while we figure out how to let him make that call for himself.
I am more than I have been. Time, your words, this place, nothing. I am trying my best to talk to you, communicate. If you do not, I will do what I need to do.
And we're all trying to help you do that. But
This place is wrong. And I am being made to be more than can hold. It will not hold. You will be hurt. I will kill all of you.
Can I make my way into Veronica?
Yeah.
I'd like to try to just, I move calmly, to get in the cage. It's Harlow. You're in there with him now?
Harlow
I
and
think
Deb.
I'm like standing at the passenger side, like poking him and being able to talk to George from
Hmm.
here.
And he's in the cage part or the vehicle part?
Cage.
Cage part. Okay. Yeah, I'll get in the cage. I don't know how it works if your powers work in the cage or not. I've yet to figure
No.
that out.
Yeah, powers. Well, powers work in the cage. It depends. Depends what you're
Right.
looking
It seems nebulous at best, right?
Mhm.
But I'll go in there and I'll just get down. I don't know what like physical position Maddie is in, but I will like get down near them and just place a hand on their shoulder, arm, or something, and I'll try to use my soothing voice to see if I can like calm whatever storm is in his mind as I tell him, Maddie, I know all of this, everything that you've been experiencing is quite frightening, but now is the time that I need you here. We need you here. Deb needs you here.
for this, give me a weird roll with a +1. I think this is one of the first times you're actively trying to do what the equivalent of counter charm, right? And because this thing works on negative emotions, and you're not sure what the nature of this is, there's a little bit of extra difficulty. Still want to give you a
sure.
chance.
I'm going to use the +1 from the
Okay.
Jinx. The other +1. Oh, good thing I did. Good thing I did.
His eyes kind of almost like uncloud as he turns to look at you. He all of a sudden bolts to his feet. Not saying anything though, just like he's standing. He seems to be looking around. His mouth is moving, but doesn't seem to be able to like. He's drawing breath. He looks like he might be trying to say something, but
I think this is good as I can get him inside here.
Well, you heard George. I mean, I'm not imagining things. You heard George threaten to kill us all if we don't do what he wants. And so far, he hasn't exactly been clear about what he wants. So, I mean, I'm inclined to let him converse with Maddie, but if it goes beyond a conversation, I'm plumb out of patience.
I think if it goes beyond a conversation, things will accelerate in the manner they're prone to. But I don't think we will learn anything or resolve anything with barriers in the way. And George has never known what he was supposed to do, only that he must be here, and that he was here to help someone.
All right. Maddie, can you hear me, hon?
yeah.
I'm going to need you to hop out of the truck with me, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, just stay behind me, sweetheart. Is George sitting in the chair at this point?
I think seeing that you are moving to do as he asks, right? All of you occasionally just flicking your eyes to him like a wild animal in the corner, right?
Yeah.
He has stopped trying to eat. Like his hand has left the barrier. Carl, the barrier is still holding. You see his face rapidly shifting between like rictuses of like pure concentration and pain, and like it what's happening on his face especially right now is completely alien. It's a lot of like just really extreme, almost like the like exaggerated emotions as he is like holding his hands together, and you see the light inside of him looks like it is almost like pushing. You can like see in certain flashes his skeleton. What passes for his skeleton within there?
Yeah, I'll walk up to him, presumably with Maddie following behind me. I will point my gun at his temple and say, "All right, here you are, almost face to face. So go ahead and start talking. And if you move anything other than your jaw, I'm going to blow your face off."
His eyes go to Maddie, and then back to you, Deb. He says, "Will you permit him to take my hand?"
Absolutely not. First it was look at him, then it was talk to him. Now it's hold his hand. I'm done. Start talking.
You hear Maddie. Actually, you're the only one that can hear it from your position, Deb. He's right next to Maddie. He says very softly under his breath, he's trapped. George, like, you don't know. Maddie said the first thing, right? You see George bolt to his feet. Do you do anything?
What was it that Maddie said?
He's trapped. Do you do anything, Deb?
Yeah, I mean, I just told this guy not to fucking move, and he just jumped up.
I know.
Yeah, I think I'm firing the gun.
Okay. Give me a kick some ass. Okay, how much harm?
It's gonna be the 2 harm from the gun, and I'm gonna force him back to create a little bit more separation.
Okay.
Can I roll to protect someone?
So you can in a second. You push him back a step. He doesn't trade harm immediately because he doesn't have his gun out. And you are enough away behind a barrier, right? But as he takes a step back, he clenches his hand, and Harlow, you feel the ward that you had erected shatter. Anything you do, Harlow?
I say, I said down, and I'm going to try to banish him.
You're gonna try to banish him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do they use Ooh.
I'm going to use a luck point.
Okay. So that's 12 plus, which means something extra, right?
I'm offered an added benefit by the keeper.
Okay. You're trying to banish him, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the goal. So the added benefit is this was always going to be temporary. You can't banish this thing. The added benefit I'm going to give you, though, is that as long as you are concentrating, you see him take a step back, and he does not fully disappear. He is not fully gone, but you see, like, instead of a man, just a apparition in the air of light. As long as you are holding that, right, for as long as you can. If it continues on, there might be checks, but you can hold him there.
Okay.
It is not a permanent solution. It just buys you time.
Yeah, that's fine. And I'll say, and I will say, if you want to talk, you're going to talk. Sit.
You realize, like, he might not be able to move or do anything, right?
Good.
You have, like, shunted him, so he's just there. He doesn't move to comply. He can't move, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not forcing him to comply. I'm forcing him to understand me.
What's everyone do? Harlow, I think at first it's easy as even like the seconds are going on. It's like trying to hold like you're trying to like hold on to him with your hands, right, in your head.
I've got
And
like
it's
my hands in what looks like grasping string, and there is silver fibers that are lashed between my fingers in a like Jacob's ladder to him.
I think the feeling you get is almost like some of those strings tied around your fingers, right? You can
Yes.
like feel them beginning to heat up.
Yes.
What's everyone doing?
Um, I think almost. I say, well, if he wasn't pissed off now, he certainly is.
I'll just turn to Maddox and say, "What do you mean he's trapped?"
It in the cabin in the woods. The movie, the place.
I haven't seen that movie, so can anyone catch me up?
We catch you up on the movie.
Okay, so that's real now? Is that what Maddox is saying? That there's a cabin full of crazy monsters? And if
Yeah, I
who's the
don't.
sacrifice?
Well, I mean, we've seen people being sacrificed in the woods.
Hmm. Well, we have some time, but not infinite time. We need to figure this out. And I know things have progressed violently, but I'm hoping that there's a chance that we all make it out of this because George is not lying. Whatever is powering through him could kill us all, could have killed all of us already, and yet hasn't, even though we've given them plenty of reason. If it comes to it, I will do what needs to be done, but I think we should take a chance here.
Look, despite my reputation, I'd rather a non-violent solution to a violent one. But how many chances do we give this thing? First, he wants to
As
see him,
many,
then he wants to talk to him, then he wants to hold his hand, then he just wants to shoot him a little bit. Like, I don't.
I understand. He doesn't know, so we don't know. The only way to know is let some part of this play out. And you won't be able to protect Maddox forever. We can protect him now, but what if something worse comes along? And it isn't here to help someone. And as far as chances go, again, he's been giving us many. I think he could have kicked you through the wall if he had wanted.
You want to see how this plays out, Omeros? Let's see how this plays out.
Real quick, Awkward and Cam. Anything two of you want to do? There's a conversation happening. Harlow's still holding fairly well, but it's taken concentration.
Sweating.
Yep. You're holding a thing I think as you continue to hold it, Harlow, right? What you're realizing is it's the weight, right? The density of the thing. You're trying to hold something that is infinitely dense, and it's
Yeah.
only as you
I
begin to
bluffed and
realize.
pretended I was a god.
Well, here's the thing, right? You can do that for a second because you don't know any better. The second you
Yeah.
start to know any better, it becomes less and less effective as you become truly aware of the problem presented to you, right? Like your luck point just manifested it. You just did it, right? But now you're getting the dimensions of infinity and it's starting to fuck with you.
I will jinx Harlow.
Thank you.
Hey, that's
Like
one.
on Jinx
Ah.
Patrol. What about you, Cam?
I think I'm just staying in. Yeah, I don't think I don't think I've got anything right now.
Okay.
I was gonna try to keep him in the chair, but he's already stood up. So
All right.
just being there on standby.
Uh-huh. Currently, the way I envision it, right, is that there's Harlow is a few steps back. Awkward is probably a fair ways away. The main people in between George and Maddie right now are Deb, Cam, and Amaros. Right? Just so I understand physically where everyone's at.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I'm keeping my distance.
Yeah, Awkward's like here. Harlow's like here.
That seems fair.
Okay. Do you drop the spell, Harlow?
If everyone tells me to, then I do, but I don't until then. I told them I wasn't gonna let them get hurt the best I can. That's what I'm here doing.
Okay. So what is it?
I think ultimately the choice is Deb's, right?
All right, let's hear what he has to say.
All right,
Harlow, what does
I'll
it look like when you
unspool.
let go?
It begins to melt like fog, but it fizzles and hisses like electricity.
Uh-huh. I think the effect on your hands is like the almost like reverse polarity from the magnets, right? Where your hands just get like get thrown to each side.
Every time you look over at me, I'm trying to hold my arms down.
Okay. He snaps back too. His face is no longer potentially it's anger, but if it's anger, it's almost like if you've seen like the depictions of like anger in the context of like kabuki or something, where it's just
Mm.
it's exaggerated so far and the dimensions are pushed so far that it looks almost alien, right? This one, if you were looking at it from very far away, it might look better, but this close, it is not. There's not much humanity in there anymore. As he takes a step forward, he reaches his hand out to Maddie, and he gets halfway there and then holds, staring at Maddie. Maddie's still like behind you, Deb, and looks at you and says, should I?"
I don't answer Maddie, and I just say to George, "If just know that if he gets hurt, you die."
The eyes flicker to you, uh, flicker back to Maddie, and almost like gritted teeth, he says, "I will try." Maddie takes a step forward, reaches a hand out. The moment that their hands touch, everybody give me an act under pressure roll.
To bottle it up.
Is this
Deb,
just another day?
Yeah, I think so. Deb, you get a +1. Actually, it certainly is just another day.
Woohoo!
Oh,
I'm going to use a luck point and make that a 12.
Okay. Do you have that advanced?
I do.
Ooh, that +2 bottle it up turns it into a full success.
Awkward, you as well. If you're there. He must be stepped away for a second. Okay.
if you
So,
if you use luck,
mhm.
do you still get the XP from the
No.
failure? No. Okay, I just didn't. I didn't think that would work that way.
Yeah, it simply cancels the failure out.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go down the list. We've got real quick. We've got successes and then Amara. So we'll cover the successes first. 2 of you got above a 12 plus. Do either of you have it advanced? You said you did.
I do.
Adam?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
So yeah,
I don't know what I'm doing because I don't know what is happening for act under
So-
pressure. But whatever it is, I'm doing it to perfection.
Yeah, as their hands touch, first thing, this is now kind of a multi-sensorial attack. An act under pressure, yeah. The first thing all of you hear is a blast of trumpets. The next thing all of you see is just a huge amount of light pouring off of the two of them. The thing after that is a pressure from above that like drives you into the fucking ground. So that's what you're trying to resist, the getting driven into the ground and taking harm from the force of it. Let's see, awkward. I got to give you a hard choice. Awkward. Actually, this is you get to choose whether you want to take the harm or get knocked prone and
Oh, I'll
kind
get
of
knocked
pinned in
prone.
place. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You managed to sort of just go limp, right, and get pushed to the ground. Amros, you're just taking it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You mitigate how much harm again?
I
Total?
have the 1 armor, and then I have the immortal, so I
Right.
suffer 1 less harm, and then I have the one divine armor. So
Got
2.
it. Got it. So 2 harm makes it onto you as you feel like you were just stepped on by something very, very large. And Amaros actually leaves a fucking crater, whereas like Awkward sort of just lets himself bug splat and go flat. Amaros, you push against it for a second, and it's almost like the force of you trying to hold yourself up drives you into the ground further.
Yeah.
Cam, you stay standing. Deb, so now you know, right? You get to decide whether you want to do it perfectly or you want to get some other effect, I believe. Let's see. It's the one thing about this game I never remember is what specifically the you do it so good looks like.
I mean, I think under this circumstance, I resist this downward pressure by grabbing onto George, right, and
Yeah.
sort of closing that distance. So holding him, both to keep myself up and to be better prepared to take action for whatever comes next.
Mm-hmm. So your extra effect basically is not only do you stay on your feet, you get closer.
Yeah.
You are right next to him. You're actually kind of in between the two of them now.
Mhm.
As it's almost like the speed of it, right? As they touched, they are like holding each other for a moment. And I think you actually, as you grab George's arm, George's hand disconnects,
Mhm.
and you go with George, whereas Maddie begins to stumble backwards.
Gotcha.
Amros and Awkward, you feel yourself still pushed into the ground, unable to move. Everybody else can feel the pressure as if you're like walking in scuba gear, except for Deb, who feels nothing at all. Anything anybody wants to do in the immediate aftermath of that sudden moment of bullshit?
I mean, I'll call out to Maddox, see if they're still okay.
You, as you look back, see the around the wrist, like instead of taking their hand, it looked like George kind of clasped his wrist.
Mhm.
You see a burn in the shape of George's hand.
Mhm.
It looks pretty bad.
Okay.
So that's what you got from Maddox, though he is stumbling backwards. I think he kind of takes a few steps back and then kind of collapses as if like he was trying to pull himself away, and then the tension is gone. So he just takes a few steps back and then lands on his butt, clutching his wrist.
Okay, George,
Anyone?
you're done.
Yeah, he. Go ahead.
I'm gonna jinx Amorous.
Everybody's got. Does everybody have jinx at this point?
No.
Not yet. Can't.
Yeah.
I've used mine.
Oh, did you? Okay, cool.
Yep.
Amorous, that's fine.
So yeah, I need it.
He stares down. You see his hand is similarly scorched. And as you look at it, you can see like he's staring down at his hand. And you can almost see like bits of it, like rather than looking like skin, it looks like parchment that's being burned. Uh, as he looks up at Maddox and says, "Oh, interesting, but not today." Uh, he turns to look at you, Deb, and says, "I have what I need, and I'll be going now."
Bye.
Yeah, he turns, begins to walk towards, like, you see directionally he begins to walk what looks like north and would be north and west. Uh, as he does, you see like behind him footsteps uh, burned into the concrete as he walks, begins to move slightly faster. Anybody do anything?
You gonna tell us what you learned there, George? All this trouble you made, you're just gonna walk away saying nothing?
He stops. The head swivels over. For a second, you see the more of those of you who talked to him when he was less blood and thunder, see that little flicker of that person, that personality, as he says, they did the unforgivable. The ones who tried to stop me, I understand now. The boy had something for me. Where?
Care to fill us in? That's awful vague.
I do not know what, and I do not know how to say where, but I will walk there, and when I get there, everyone will die.
I'm sorry. Do you mean
I'm sorry,
everyone?
where?
I'm sorry, Ted. Go for it.
No, that was my whole question.
Oh,
Like,
What was your
what
question?
the fuck is going?
right. Are you saying everyone there will die, or everyone will die?
There. They thought it was theirs to chain one of the heavenly hosts, to sacrifice it to itself. It is an abomination that cannot be borne. They will all die. I am leaving now. He begins walking forward again. He reaches into his jacket for the first time since he's been in here, and pulls the revolver out, cocking it. His back is to you, though he doesn't appear to be walking towards the door.
Where is? What's he walking towards? Is he just walking straight towards
Looks
the
like
wall?
towards
or
the
something?
wall. Yeah.
Okay,
There's
so
no
I'm
door
sorry.
the direction he's walking.
What did he say?
He said they sought to chain one of the heavenly host and to
Okay.
sacrifice it to itself.
Okay.
It cannot be born. They will all die.
Given I have a vague idea of what he's talking about, and as much as I don't like them, they're still human beings.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to quickly text the ghoul and just entity en route, evacuate.
Okay. Yeah, you send the
Okay.
message out. You have no way
If
of
he's-
knowing if he receives it, right?
I sure don't. But if if George is still here before, no, never mind.
Actually, never mind. The cell towers are down. You
Oh,
try
yeah,
to
that's
send the
right.
message out.
I got a sat phone somewhere.
You probably do have one around here, actually. Considering we are in your home, right? You probably could run and go get one if you needed to.
It's either that or I try to stop this very pissed off entity since, sure they fucked up, but that's still a massacre that he's talking about, so.
Yep. I'm okay with you going and grabbing a sat phone and panicking and like sending this message off. Okay. He moving now, he looks like as he's walking, right, and the speed is increasing, it doesn't look like his stride is increasing. It doesn't look like his pace is increasing. He almost seems to just be warping the space and moving farther than he should be able to with each step. Cam, he hits the wall just with his body and walks through it, leaving him shape behind him, slightly burning. You could see bits of the kind of aluminum siding melting.
Well, there goes my deposit.
He's walking north and west towards the forest. Maddox, into like a stunned silence, holding his wrist, says, "He's gonna kill them all."
Yeah, I'd love to be able to do anything about that. I don't suppose.
Who is he killing? And what is this heavenly host?
I don't know, but I think it's one of his family.
Well, I'm glad that we're all okay, but I'm not sure exactly what just happened.
I can't remember what it, it, it's not there anymore. He took it out.
Cam, did you know anything about this? You seemed less surprised.
No, just when he said they're all gonna die. I mean, he talked about who tried to stop him, and given what was trying to stop him, I figured that was probably, since it ain't the DFA, it's probably the FBC. They're the ones tried to stop him. I didn't know they were holding nothing, but I mean, that's sort of what they do.
Well, what are they holding?
I don't work for them. Fuck you think I know?
More than any of us.
That was a how the fuck do you think I know? I didn't work for them. I work for DFA.
It's too many letters.
You are not
Well,
just
I
is
work
there
for
a
the
way?
folks that didn't send helicopters.
Is there a way to find out? Do you have a way to find out?
Not with no, I can call. I got a number. Hold on, I can make a call. I think long time ago I got a card from the woman that showed up. She was the FBC rep that showed up when the electricity gremlins were running amok. I've got a sat phone. I can try that number, but it's probably a cell phone that is not going to work.
That's fair. You do have that number. US Cam, though, would know that OPSEC wise, if you do that, you've just made your life a lot harder.
Oh no, I'm fully aware. Like I'm supposed to
Yeah.
be in hiding.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still
Okay.
gonna do it.
Yeah, you call the card. Fuck, it'd be good if I wrote that name down. I know I did, but it was so long ago.
Hold on. I might have it in my notes. I got it in my tablet. You can carry on. I'll tell you the name if I find it.
Okay. There are like 5 or 6 rings before there is an answer. And you hear, Who is this?
This is Cameron O'Brien. We met a while ago. Look, whatever. I just had a run in with a very pissed off thing that seems to think you're holding one of its heavenly hosts, and it is coming to kill everybody. So unless you want to die, I suggest you let that thing go.
First off, it's interesting that you're still alive. You're sort of a ghost in the paperwork at the moment, but thank you for confirming one way or another.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Did you not hear the pissed off thing coming to kill
Yeah,
you all?
I'm working through that information. I assume you're
I
referring
suggest you work
to
faster.
right. You're referring to the angel.
Yeah, thing you've been sending
Well,
helicopters at.
right.
That
Yes.
hadn't gone well. Yeah, it's on its
yeah.
way. It's going to be there real soon. Suggest you do everything you can to evacuate your people.
How do you know that?
Because it was just in my house.
Okay, and to be fair, you're now saying evacuate a facility, a government facility.
I'm saying something's coming to kill your people, and unless you do something, it's going to kill y'all. So I'm just going to stay on the phone here and find out if your voice stops talking.
Give me a manipulate someone roll, Cam.
Oh, I'm so bad at these. I'm not good at this. Oh, wait, I have +1 charm. This will be okay. Manipulate someone. Just marking that XP. Don't
God
you worry.
damn. Ah, the amount of failed rolls has
I've
been
rolled 5s.
yeah. It's been just a concentrated blast. I don't think it says what happens.
It's just a standard manipulate someone
Yeah.
roll, so.
I think she says, well, we'll take that into advisement. We still have a few more cards to play, so we'll be seeing you soon, Cameron.
Oh, I don't think you will. But good luck.
Okay. Yeah, the phone hangs up on you, Cameron.
Oh, what did they say?
Well, I tried. They didn't want to believe me. They're going to come get me, all of that stuff.
Hmm.
I try. I hope they take it seriously, but
So should we go help? Should we go help
Oh,
George?
I don't
should
know.
we go help George massacre people?
Should we go help George free the trapped angel?
First off, we don't know where he's going because I don't know where this facility is.
I asked, do we go help? Not fight. Not find petty
Go help where,
reasons.
Harlow? Go where? Go. You know what? Go ahead.
That's
Go
what
ahead.
that's what
You
I'm
go help.
saying. Do we go help or are we not
How?
helping? We go and talk to him like we've been trying to. Like the only way we've ever made any progress by talking to him.
You just walk through a wall, but you go ahead.
All right, I'll put up my middle fingers and I'm leaving.
Okay, Harlow, you go running through the hole that George made, the exit hole.
Yeah.
What's everyone in the hangar doing as Harlow's leaving?
I guess I'll follow Harlow because helping out an angel sounds like something I'd want to do.
You're working out the karmic of it. You're like, this would be good on the spreadsheet.
I'm just
I
saying, like,
think I've got
if you
everything.
want someone to owe you a favor, Angel's pretty high up there.
Yeah. Anybody else?
This is all going so very strangely. There is no clarity. We helped him. Did the cabin in the woods have a good ending?
I think Maddie answers this. I don't think so.
So,
I don't know. I think the stoner lived.
Oh,
No, I think the world ends at the end of that movie.
Oh, does it?
hmm,
oh,
Well,
yeah.
look. I certainly am not not a fan of George. And as far as I'm concerned, whatever the fuck he's up to, he can fuck right off and deal with it on his own. But I'd sure be upset if Harlow or Awkward got hurt. Matt, it seems like what was coming for you has come and went.
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow those two and try and make sure they don't get into. Well, I was gonna say don't get into any more trouble, but they're bound to do that. I'm gonna follow them and make sure whatever trouble they get into, they're likely to get out of it.
He gets to his feet, takes some step towards you, Deb. He goes, I can stay here, but there was a moment where we talked once we touched.
Do you know where he's going?
I don't. It's gone now. I know why, but I don't. He took the whole thing.
All right. Well,
Deb, he why did he call me nephew?
that part I did not catch.
I can honestly tell you that I do not know, but we'll figure that out together. Just not right now. Right now, just be happy that he's moved on to something else. You can hunker down here
What?
or back at your place or at my place, but I think we got to get moving.
What is he?
I'm not really sure, but I think it's pretty clear that he is something not of this world.
All right. Uh, Cam, go back in the truck.
Yeah, you feel free, Maddie.
Okay.
Although, I mean, this place is kind of exposed now. What with this hole in the wall?
Hmm. Why don't I get Maddie home, and then I can catch up with the rest of you?
That sounds like a plan.
Great. I'll need the keys to someone's vehicle.
This is all a ploy for Amr to drive. It's that long con.
I mean,
Grandma's patient.
I teleport, right? I mean, I take him through the passageway, but we could get separated.
So unreliable. As
The bag's been temperamental.
Look, this is the long play from Papa. He wants to get in the car. He's waiting. They took the keys away. He's been waiting weeks.
Buckle up, Maddie.
I'll press the
We're going to
keys.
McDonald's.
I'll press the keys to the Sienna in Almaros's hand, right? And say, Almaros, I trust you. But if anything happens to Maddie, I'll do the same thing to you that I did to George. You understand?
Deb, one of the reasons I like you is because you're very scary sometimes.
Aw, that might be the sweetest thing you've ever said to me.
I won't let anything happen to Maddie.
Right.
And
And
why is he bleeding yellow?
what was that?
He's looking at Amros, who has wounds, and he's like watching the golden puddle like around under one of Amros's feet.
Oh,
as
gross.
He's like, why is he bleeding yellow? Like before he gets in the van with him. Is that good? Isn't it
It's
good?
not great, but it's not
Okay.
a problem.
What are you?
Do you have any? Check the glove box, see if there's any napkins.
Okay. I think he gets in the passenger seat. Immediately, Artemis jumps from the back seat and sits in his lap. This seems to be the moment where Maddie 404s again. It's one thing too many. It's one too many hats on the hat, and the tower fell down.
That's my cat, Artemis. She's very nice.
Yeah, I think that's the last thing we hear as the door closes. The others of you, are you going to try to catch them on foot, or are you going to try to hop in one of the vehicles you have access to and see if you can, like, get on one of the roads ahead of them?
If I can see him, I would call to him and try to catch up on foot. But if that's very, very much physically not possible, get the cars.
Okay, you
Like-
might be the only one. So give me real quick an act under pressure, not just another day. 'Cause you were the only one who went relatively soon. He's moving very, very, very fast. But he's moving at a consistent pace, right? So it's possible that if you like sprinted, you could get within shouting distance.
Am I also making this roll?
Ooh.
No, I think you left
Okay,
just
cool.
a hair later. And also part of it is I'm not sure. Well, you know what? Give me the act under pressure roll because I want to see if Awkward can. I want to see if Awkward like Olympic sprint past Harlow.
Hey,
Here's the thing, Awkward. You're gonna lose a shoe.
yeah, that
I'll
makes
get it
sense.
for you.
You're gonna lose a shoe. Like it's very possible your backpack will fall off. You could do it.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay. So yeah, backpack. You're running. One of your shoes gets caught on a root, and then falls off. Your backpack. You get to the point, you just sling it to the side. You can see the like golden kind of burning path that he has left. It's very easy to follow him through because he's just walking through trees, right? He's walking a straight line. If that takes him through a tree, he goes through a tree. If it takes him through
Jesus.
sticks on the ground, he goes through sticks on the ground. So, what do you yell when you get close?
Oh my god.
As you blow past Harlow, I think you go running, and then immediately the first problem you have is that your arms are tired as fuck. You feel like you've been holding like a kettlebell for hours from holding George in place. So you are like full of purpose, right? Grim purpose. Like I got this. You start to pump your arms, and you're like, ow, no. No. Meanwhile, the white hair of Awkward just goes blazing by you. I think Jew falls off right as he gets to you. The bag is like thrown against a tree a little bit past you as he just goes darting up the path in front of you.
He's like a
think I just-
fucking nymph.
I like the idea that I just like stop and I'm like nursing a side split. Like Peter.
What do you shout to him, right? You're trying to get close enough to get his attention.
Yeah, for sure. I'll just say like, "Hey, wait up! I can only hold this out for so long."
Yeah, you see him faintly in the distance stop.
He stops.
As you run a little bit. I think at this point, this is when the side split happens. And you do need to get more words out, but suddenly you can't.
Hold on. Someone else is coming. They can help you out. Thank you for waiting.
When I get there, it's another 2 minutes of heavy breathing and panting.
And the others of you so real quick, while they're getting close, because we'll do that in a second. Amros, you're driving Maddie home, so you'll be out of commission for just as long as it takes to get the car to Deb's house.
Yeah.
Which in this case is going to be about 15 minutes. So we'll get to you in a second. Deb, what's your play? Run the path they ran, or take a car and try to maybe get in front of them? You don't really have a sense for where the fuck they're going, right? But there's lots of roads through the forest, and Deb, you've kind of been all the fuck over those roads, either in your car or on the motorcycle.
What do you think, Cam? Do you want to head out in Veronica, or do you want to take this? I don't even remember what the automobile I commandeered was, but I've got that car as well.
Yeah, true. You do. Still running.
Yeah.
Because you hotwired
right.
it.
Right. It's just been idling out in front of the hangar.
Yeah.
We might as well take Veronica. I don't know what we think we need to do to help a angel that shot down helicopters and handled all this, but something else might get loose.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what else they're holding.
Cam, don't get me wrong. I don't have any interest in intervening one way or the other. I don't know. I don't have any idea what's going on. My only interest is making sure that Harlow and Awkward walk away from this.
Yep.
Do you have any idea what just happened? As I'm getting into Veronica.
I know what you know.
Fair enough. Let's go find them too. My guess, the best way to find them, follow the trail of calamity that Awkward probably left.
Yeah. I think as you say that, your eyes are drawn to the forest, and you could see like a tree on fire in the distance.
Yeah, that seems right.
Okay. To those that are close, Awkward new panting. He's not turned around, but he has stopped. Harlow, you catch up shortly after, still panting.
Okay.
Speak.
If you have one of your own that is trapped here and it wants to leave, if it wants to be freed, it would go home.
Of course.
You'd go home too.
I would go on to the next.
Your next quest.
Yes.
Gotcha. And you
Would
know
be
where to go,
done with
right?
This cursed place.
Beeman Bay? I kind of look around at like the forest specifically.
Yes.
What does it feel like to you to be here?
It feels like this is supposed to be smoother than it is.
Say smoother?
Yep.
Interesting. It feels feral.
No. It is captured. It is the opposite of feral.
Trapped?
The eyes, like his head turns, and the like twin beams of light that are his eyes look over his shoulder. Both of you see them flicker, just very pointedly look at Awkward.
Oh.
As I believe, actually, Harlow was going to take this one.
You are not why I am here, but perhaps someday.
Don't love that. What would you mind elaborating?
No.
You better watch out. You better watch
Okay.
out.
That's not helping.
He says no. He turns back and starts to walk forward again. The thing you hear from him before he starts moving in earnest again is, "You know why."
Okay, well, we were gonna help him, right?
Yeah. Wait up. And I'll start jogging after him.
Yeah. He is moving. Like he looks like he's walking, but he's moving closer to the pace of like a sprint.
Yeah, I'm weighing him down like when I take Amaros to the mall.
Trying. I mean, yeah, he is completely, once he has started to move again, he is completely heedless of the two of you.
I apparate next to you. Did someone say the mall?
I think what makes him
Orange Julius is.
both of you give me an act under pressure roll. Meanwhile, which of you is driving Veronica?
Me?
Okay. Look, I just thought I'd see.
It's a good question in this particular pair setting.
Deb, this is one of those where you can absolutely give a help out roll with a +1, because you're in a car if you want to.
Cool. Yeah,
because we're going to be doing an act under pressure to see if you can, basically using Deb's directions and your handling of Veronica, see if you can either get in front of them or at least like try to figure out like where your two friends are going. So that's +1.
Yep.
And act under pressure is the one thing I can't fuck with you with, so
Yep.
yeah, enjoy that.
Yep. Bottle it up. So I'm getting +1 from help. I'll add 3. Why not?
Oh my god.
Whoa. It goes that high?
It actually goes too higher, apparently.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, so you have it advanced, right?
I sure do.
So do you want to do it perfectly or get some other bonus?
Which one of those two options gets us there in front of or at the same time?
I think doing it perfectly gets you. The two of them are pacing along behind him as best they can. At his fastest, he's not moving as fast as as either of you can sprint, right? But the issue is his consistency. He's just moving that pace like consistently. So it's really hard to keep up, right? Because you can sprint and then you jog and you fall back a little bit and you sprint and you're losing ground. The two of you know that eventually you will be losing him. As you hit, your feet literally hit the blacktop of one of the roads going through, you see Veronica, a very noisy car. I think we've established, right, Cam? I think that's one of the tags.
Oh no, she was very obvious. That is
Yes, you hear and then see the as a smoke plume fires out the back. It is at this point nighttime, and you can see Cam and Deb behind the wheel, or rather, Cam behind the wheel and Deb in the passenger seat. The two of you see Harlow and Awkward both sweaty. You can also look to your right and see the path of destruction that George is continuing to walk. Yeah, do you guys hop in?
Yeah.
Sure.
Cam, between you and Deb, I think you can keep like you're not going to be going through the path he is, right? Because it like your car, can't take trees in the same way that George can, and George is actively knocking some trees down behind him, and just sort of walks through them. That being said, there are enough roads sort of looping through here that if you just continue to go north and west, you can at least find points to intersect with his path where you can verify that uh, he's still moving in the same direction, right? And you do. If you want to give me another act under pressure and a subsequent help out, I think at this point is when you apparate into the car, Amaros, sitting probably in between. Because I think does Veronica have a back seat?
No, she does not.
Oh God, you guys are in the bed. No, well, that's a good question. Where do you two fit into Veronica?
I mean, he can sit on my lap.
Yeah, so you're sitting in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay,
It
Amaros,
does
you
have a
appear on
wide
the
enough, like it is a big old wide bench.
yeah.
So
So I think that works for the middle. Amaros, you appear standing on top of the car. All of you hear bump, bump, as you hear 1 foot, 2nd foot, then Amaros
Yeah.
is on. Like you don't know what the fuck it is, right?
You hear a, ah! Oh no! Not again.
I love that this is the one time that Amaros teleporting to a moving vehicle doesn't work because there's physically no space. So video game logic is you could shunt into the nearest standable surface.
Yeah, the threshold goddess said you don't have to clip through the walls, but it isn't
Yeah.
gonna be great.
Yeah.
Like I can't guarantee you don't literally apparate in the same space as somebody. Yeah, do you I assume you stop.
You stop.
Right?
I go tumbling over the.
Yeah, we
Oh.
see you roll over the front.
Yeah. Dun.
Oh my God, there he
All
is.
right. All right, everybody, it's a Rob pickup. Reach through the ceiling. I'm just gonna hit him.
Ah! 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, Amaros, you don't take any harm, right? Because like you got armor and you take one less. You just roll for the front.
Pretty
God,
good.
that's a good gag.
It's a pretty good bit.
I think Amaros, your thought as you're rolling is, is this what Rob felt like?
As you go under the wheels.
Yeah.
Oh, that's definitely what he felt like.
Oh, weird.
How is he walking?
Deb, you look down as Amaros is standing in the high beams in front, and Artemis leaps up into your lap, and then moves over to sit on top of Awkward, sitting on top of Harlow's lap.
Woo!
Where do you sit, Amaros?
On Deb's lap? I don't know. Where's the space? Where can I be?
There's the bed.
Yeah, I'll get in the. Yeah, isn't the bed the cage?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll
Can
get in
he
the
teleport
cage.
into
Yeah.
the cage?
No. So I mean, you can get in there. You can just open it and climb
Just
in.
walk in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll physically walk in.
Gotcha.
Definitely can't teleport out.
This is beneath me.
Yeah, you you think about it for a moment and you feel the barrier and you're like, no,
Nah, better not. Better
I'm gonna
not.
try my luck. I haven't had super good luck with that today.
Yeah, today's been a little rough already.
Yeah, I've been really pushing the bag.
As I hop in though, I say, "Don't worry, Maddie's all right."
Thanks,
Also,
Sugar.
are they good to drive? Because I just left the keys with them.
Well, I mean, yeah, whether they are or they're not, they're going to be, I guess. So,
I'm a little
Smash.
unclear on the rules about it.
Smash cut to we're in the driveway of Deb's house as Amros is handing the keys to Maddie in the driver's seat. What's the last thing you say before you jump, Amros?
Be safe. Have fun.
And then literally disappear. You just jump her the fuck out of there. Yeah, the camera lingers on him before he just leans forward and puts his head and his arms on the dash. Yeah, so you continue on. Help out is a +1 to your next roll, Cam. For under pressure, that is. Sorry. For driving.
I'm deciding if I need to bottle it up some more. I mean, I'm already at -5, so I mean,
I can only use them 2 at a time, I think.
it doesn't actually say that, but I
love
can
that
only
for
take
me.
up to
Okay.
+3, so I imagine that it would be the same.
Yeah, I think I'll.
But
only use
that's
3 at a
honestly your
time.
call, because if you want to give me a -8, that's like, well, that's
We'll
a
see if
guarantee,
it comes up. We'll see if it comes up.
Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Nope, this isn't Foundry. I can't delete that. Am I going to bottle it up at all?
You're just fun chicken with me at this point.
Nah, it's fine. I've already got a +1. This will be fine. Yeah, see,
Yeah,
golden.
let's go.
Ooh.
Yeah, you continuing to keep pace. At this point, you guys now have been driving for a bit, and you are well past as far as you've ever been before. You're getting close to the edge of, well, I guess the Hybor Forest itself goes on and on and on, but you're getting close to the part of it that would be considered like, you know, unofficially part of Beeman Bay, right? The camping area, all the places you've been. So you're well off of your established map at this point. Though I think Deb is probably the only one who has ranged this far, just because that's what Deb has established, that occasionally Deb just gets on a Harley and goes into the fucking forest to decompress from you idiots. So you know that George has kept a completely consistent pace and a direction so far. Cam, you give me an well, as Cam, you have the opportunity here. Well, no, you're driving. Anybody who wants to do anything here in the car can try to do something, because the drive is going to continue on, right? You're keeping pace. A lot of it is you're leaning forward for a bit and then circling around the corner and you can see him again. Because you're in a car and you're moving much faster than him, you're able to keep pace even though he's moving as the sparrow flies. But you know, he's still moving at this pace of a person sprinting. And wherever it is you're going seems to be very far away. Anybody want to do anything while you're in the car?
Yeah, heal myself.
Okay. Roll the bones.
Watch this.
Oh no.
I
Do you want help
the
with that?
fuck.
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah. If it happens again, it's gonna deal 2 harm. That feels right? Like we're gonna get the 3rd strike.
It is a lot of harm already. It's doing it on its own.
It is the thing, and it's starting to feel weighty, right? It's starting to feel like this means something.
Just well, wait, what day is it? What day is it? There are certain days that are a little more active. It's not Halloween, is it?
I'll jinx Cam since he's driving.
Okay. This completes the jinx.
Yeah, the jinx circle.
Jinx.
Oh no, it doesn't.
Whoa.
Oh no!
Whoa.
What the hell, gang?
Whoa.
Incredible.
The keeper holds
I
two.
don't- I hold two?
Yeah, you hold two to be
That's
used like
gnarly.
jinxes.
Oh my god.
Yikes.
I have so many
Yeah.
things. I have so many hard moves in my pocket. I have a whole bottle up. What am I supposed to do with all this? Okay.
You'll
I'll
kill
do
one of
it. I
us.
know what I'll do with this.
You know, no one's
about
forcing you
20
to use it.
About 20 minutes into your drive, as you're zigging and zagging, keeping up with him, you all begin to hear helicopters. You can't see them from your vantage currently, right? Because you're kind of on a road with trees on each side of you. But they feel close enough that you can hear them.
Well, I mean, you'd figure they would have figured this part out already.
No, that's the whole point. They're a dragon. They're never going to be anything but fighting him.
Yeah, I'd also like to point out he may be safe from them, but we're not. So everybody, hold on and just hold on.
Give me an act under pressure roll, Cam.
Time to push it all down till it comes out as a tumor.
Just manifesting aneurysm.
Just bottling it up.
That's what Bezawars come from, right?
I was eating hair.
Yeah, that's another
Cam-
3, by the way, that you get.
Cam, here's what you're avoiding. There is a rumble strip in front of you. And you, at the last minute before you actually like catch it right and blow the tires, spin to the side, right, and get off the road for a second, a little bit into the ditch. Like the whole car is sideways for a moment as you swing around it. And as that's happening, you see in front of you two big looking vehicles taking up both sides of the road coming towards you. Your car's still operational. You're good. They are in front of you. So you get to do something else, right? Or you get to avoid it perfectly. What's your choice?
We'll avoid it perfectly.
Okay. Yeah, no issues with your car, no damage at all, nobody's hurt.
Yeah, I just got Veronica working. We're not risking that.
But there's two looks like Jeeps coming down the road in front of you. Everybody could see this.
Be cool if I had been in that car before and could just teleport into their car.
Hey. What's everyone doing?
Just teleport into their car and, oh, well, this is much more comfortable than the bed of Veronica.
They're bearing down on you fast.
The car just swerves off the road.
They're headed towards us?
Yep.
Yeah, we've avoided one obstacle on the road. This is another obstacle. These two cars coming at us.
Your car is operational because Cam avoided the trap.
Gotcha.
You would have been fucked, right, if these are coming towards you and the car can't drive. As it is, the car can drive, which means they, like, right there, you're now in a situation where there's more things you can do. They are coming down the road towards you. You've all been jostled a little bit, but because Cam did it perfectly, very little in the way of even like must as you swing around the strip and then back onto the road. But they are probably 100 feet, and since you're both going towards each other, it's coming fast.
Very little I can do. Actually, could I even have healed myself in the thing, in the cage?
Yes.
Hey Deb, if you want to switch with me, you just let me know.
Well, I mean, yeah, if you why don't I jump in that driver's seat and try and take some evasive maneuvers? All right, everybody, jumble.
As they get close, you see from possibly the back, there is a figure that is climbing up onto the top of one of the jeeps. As you get closer, you can begin to see Amros looks kind of familiar.
Oh,
At least the battle axe does.
yeah, my ninja man, the zombie ninja. um, well, I don't know what I can do in the back of this thing, and we're also not close enough for me to do any magic or anything.
True. You'd have to like roll. You'd have to get out of the cage, right? And then potentially you could try to jump somewhere.
Yeah, or we'd have to be like side by side, or So
I mean, it's possible for you to do, right? You could potentially kick back open, try to roll out, and then try to appear like somewhere else, right?
Yes, that is true. I just
Uh,
don't know. Yeah.
Okay. So Deb, describe for me the maneuver you're doing to try to like get past these two. Your vehicle's pretty heavy, right? Theirs might be heavier, but the weight is distributed differently. So yours is pretty like front heavy. So what's the move?
And are we on a road? Are we going through the
Yeah,
woods? What exactly are
you're
we
on a
doing?
road.
Okay.
Yeah, you're on a road. You've basically been doing switchbacks to keep up with them.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'll weave back and forth to see if I can get them to move to one side of the road or the other.
Mhm.
And if I'm able to do that, I will, at the appropriate time, I will slam on the brakes and try and basically drift around the cars as they speed past
Yeah.
me. And so, also changing the direction of the vehicle, changing the direction of Veronica by 180 degrees. So I'm now in position to pursue them.
Okay. So go ahead and give me the act under pressure roll. I think you have a jinx probably if you want to expend it.
Okay, I'll do that.
You also have driver.
Yeah.
While you do that, does anybody want to do anything while you pull? Essentially, you're going to be right next to them here for a second.
If we get within close distance, I'd like to make a kick some ass to try to bust a tire of theirs on one of their vehicles.
Okay, Deb. So do it perfectly or get something extra.
Well, I think the extra thing I'm going to do is whatever tire Amaros isn't aiming at, I'm going to shoot out the other tire.
Okay. Yeah, I think the extra thing here will be that one of the vehicles is out of commission. As the one that's nearest to the two of you as you sweep by. Luckily for both of you, the zombie man with the axe on top of one of them is not on top of the one that you're next to, which means he can't retaliate, right? He goes like jumping over to try to get onto the one to get close to you, quickly realizes that the car he's now on has tires slashed and jumps back over to the top of the one he was just on. From here, Deb, do you like peel out and keep going down the road?
Yeah, I
Or
mean,
do
I
you
think
try to like I guess at this point you could also try to start fighting them, right? But
I mean,
you've
do
taken one
we
of the
see
vehicles
George
out,
at
so
this
maybe
point?
You can see the path that George took, but he is a ways away.
Because I mean,
mostly to keep up with him, you've been like zigzagging, right, to try to keep
right.
up with his straight shot. But you've been keeping up with him so
Because
far.
I mean,
So
isn't the plan here to try and keep up or catch up to George?
yeah,
Yes, our plan as
Yeah.
such is
So I'll
that.
do whatever I need to do to forward that process.
yeah. So you just gun it down the road. You
Yeah.
sweep past as you reach out with your gun, fire one of the tires as Amros climbs up on top of Veronica, whips a little bit of I don't know what element feels right, Amros, for fucking
Um,
tires.
I don't. It's kind of like I don't really like do an elemental with this
Yeah, that's
thing so
fair.
much. Yeah, it's kind of
A
like
weird necrotic shit.
yeah, I kind of do like it's like a magical force kind of thing, right? There is a it's not invisible, but it's more like a magical impact is the way I do. So I just slam it with a little bit of juice.
Yep. Yeah, you just like pure force smash one of the back tires as the front tire goes out, and the car spins, almost clips the back of your car as you speed by. You see the other car with the guy on top of it turning, having to execute like a turnaround, right, to continue going to try to follow you. Shortly after, though, is a ways away behind you, but is now pursuing you. The other car is not. The other car is out of commission. Dude is still on top, Amra. And actually, now that you're like on top of Veronica looking back, you can see him, like, 50 or 60 feet away, staring at you. There's that moment of like, the movie you look across and be like, oh, we're going to be fighting at the end of this, aren't we?
I hold on to the Veronica cage and hold up the axe in the other hand as like I got this. I got your weapon.
Yeah, in response, he's too far away at the moment, but you hear gunshots. As you see him pull out a gun and start firing it.
I think to myself, oh, he's solid.
Okay. You pacing ahead of them. Anything awkward or Cam or Harlow wants to do?
I gotta try jinxing Cam again.
I'm good, I think.
Okay. What about you, Cam?
I will lean out of Veronica and fire at the other truck.
Okay.
Hey, you have one jinx.
Going for the tires, trying not to kill people. I didn't know if you wanted to spend any of the
Nope.
-8 that you have accrued. Okay.
Nope, not yet.
Yeah, you probably
Okay.
should have done that.
Look,
Because
at this point, I'll start sprinkling like a -1 here and there, just to be
I do have
hurtful.
kick some ass advanced, so
I know you do. So
my attack drives the enemy away in a route.
Okay. Yeah, as you shoot, you are aiming for the wheels. Gun kicks a little high. You don't know if you hit someone or just got close, but the car slams into park, or at least slams to a stop. And that's the last of the pursuers for the moment. You can still hear the helicopter, and as you pass the kind of one of the sort of swaths that he is walking, you could see him still like not particularly far away, probably like 200 or 300 feet into the forest, just continuing to go the line. It doesn't look like any of them have tried to hit him yet, or maybe they just can't get a good shot because he's actually in the tree line. So stay the course, keep going.
Sounds
Think
like
so?
a plan to me.
I'm not driving anymore, so
Okay. Deb, give me an act under pressure roll. This is obviously driving.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, you keep pace. This there hasn't like the helicopter at this point doesn't seem to be firing. You never hear one of the big guns open up. You don't hear much fighting or anything. Um, it occurs to all of you that like they were trying to get you for some reason, right? It doesn't look like they're even trying to maybe stop him anymore. At least not that you can tell, right? It might be they're just trying to keep tabs on him to know where he is.
Mm.
You break the forest line, and you see there's a like small-ish town down the hill from where you come out. Um, don't know. I'll come up with a name later. But one of the nearby towns that probably only like 1,000 or 2,000 people, more of like a village. Um, and you see George continuing to walk towards them. Uh, you see down at the bottom, and it looks like on the other side, kind of this big open clearing where cities on the bottom of it, and way in it is more trees. Like the forest continues on up there. But down in the city, you all see and can hear gunfire going off. A lot of gunfire. Like they set up in the city, and you just see the muzzle flashes from the distance as lots and lots and lots of bullets are being fired at George. What's your angle here? You're now kind of exposed, right? You're no longer in the tree cover. They're in active combat now with George. A lot of them are. It's looking more like a war zone from this position, right? Because they have what looks like multiple lines that they're just unloading on him.
I mean, I don't think we get in the way of that. I think George is fine for that. How do we get anywhere else?
I mean, Deb, you can probably take it off road, right? It's not
Well, I
particularly
mean, I
bad
think at this
terrain here.
point, like I'll turn to Harlow and be like, "What? What's the plan here?" I mean, I'm perfectly I'm perfectly happy to put the car in park at this point.
Whoever he's trying to help is someone who is trapped. I don't know where they are, but he does. We need him to bring us to them.
So should we just wait until he's done wiping these people out?
Not my preference, but fuck it. I'm gonna unclip my seatbelt and start climbing out.
Are we in motion?
You're currently, I think, parked as you are, like right before you're entering out into the open, right? Just enough to see what's going on.
hmm
If he keeps walking, he'll walk through this little village out the other side of it. I mean, it's fairly spread out, right? So he'll walk through, and you can kind of see where the forest is beyond, a ways away. There are at least a
I
few roads that could potentially take you around him or try to get to the other side before him, right? It's one of those cases where him going straight through might not be as optimal, like, now that we're, closer to like a little town.
I am trying to actually gain the attention of the helicopters.
Okay.
Yeah. just sprinting directly into what I know is horrible violence and danger.
So
Yeah,
you've
his
left
Just
the
another
vehicle,
day.
just so I'm clear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fucking crazy. Anybody doing anything in response to Harlow jumping out of the car?
Yeah, I'm speeding in front of, trying to speed in front of Harlow and cut them off.
Do you say like this is one of those like RP, you're in front, right?
I'm
It's
sorry, what was
gonna be
that?
easy for you. I said it's gonna be like more RP thing, right? Because there's no way you're not going to be able to speed in front of
Yeah,
Harlow.
I mean,
Right.
as
Yeah.
I do so, I'm like, Harlow, you can just tell us what you're doing. You don't need to run out and run towards your certain death.
No, we do. These people think that they're fighting something that they're not. They need to understand. And I'm still just running like myself, my body
Yeah.
into danger.
How do you try to get the attention of one of the helicopters?
By being obnoxious first with my arms, and if not, I'm going to start actually throwing a fucking spell.
Okay. Do you use magic?
Okay. I'll pull out one of my little explosive vials and chuck it into the air.
Huh? And to be clear, your attention is to get the attention, right?
Yes, I am merely catching attention.
Well, I've got good news and bad news.
yeah.
The good news is you get their attention.
Mhm.
And from the position they're holding, the big gun seems to be firing down on the big guy down there, who's still a ways away. But bullets start coming towards you, Harlow.
Okay.
As you throw a spell into the air, right? So you throw like one of your little like flasks that like ignites and turns into fireworks, right?
Right. A
Right.
little Gandalf
And then
trick.
yeah, and it looks like they're finishing the clip on the other side, and one of the other people in there must be taking a rifle and shooting at you because it doesn't look like it's semi-auto, but a bullet does fly towards you. It will deal 2 harm as you get winged in the arm.
Okay. I have some natural armor, so that'll do 1.
Hmm.
I will shout to Deb as I as I clutch my bleeding arm. Go tell George to just keep going and go faster.
Do you hop back in the car, Harlow, or do you just stay where
Nope,
you are?
I'm actually running in another direction, but still towards the fray. I would like to continue to be a distraction to this one helicopter and this
Uh-huh.
fucker, and hopefully get enough heat off of George that he can actually make good progress.
Okay. Okay. What's everyone in the car doing now?
I think I get out of the
Uh-huh.
cage, and I think I go. Deb, the car's in motion right now.
It is now. Yeah.
Okay. If I yell from the cage, can they hear me? Like I don't know how big this thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think there's probably a slide window in the back, right? Like,
Okay. Sick. I shout, I'm gonna go. Sorry.
Bye, fuckers.
Bye. I'm gonna go.
I gotta go now, guys.
Yeah. I'll keep an eye on Harlow. Keep going. We'll catch up. I'll hop off and I'll peel off to try to protect Harlow from helicopter shots. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. People still in the car. What's going on?
And it's the helicopter that's shooting at Harlow.
Somebody in the helicopter, but it's possible the helicopter, right? There's like a big machine gun on the side that's mounted.
All right.
That's definitely not the one going at Harlow. That one's still pointing at George. George is at this point about 300, 400 feet kind of downhill. It seems that just the sheer amount of bullets hitting him might be slowing him a little.
And what are the vehicles that are on the road or
From this distance, you could see basically set up like trench lines, right, with the jeeps. There's probably about 8 or 9 jeeps down, stacked 2 by 2, with people on them and on the buildings, like on rooftops, just shooting as many bullets as they can as fast as possible at George. They're basically set up what passes for this place is downtown. Just 2 roads and buildings, right?
any of these Jeeps have like turrets in the back of them? Is that what they're shooting at George?
2 of them do.
Okay. I'm going to drive towards one of those because I want one of those turrets.
Okay. Give me an active pressure roll. Okay. You have to swing a little bit wide, right? Because going straight there is into the bullets.
Yeah.
And you have a check with Cam, but you don't think that the vehicle is bulletproof. It might be, but it doesn't feel like it while you're driving it. Not nearly heavy enough, right? So you have to take a little bit of a swing around. You're kind of going in the opposite direction that Aras and Harlow did, which is they're running like to the right.
Right.
You swing and go to the left, right?
Mhm.
And at first, with the speed you're going, you basically just go straight left. At a certain point, there's a road that cuts closer to in town, right? You know, it's probably going to intersect with Main Street, and you gun it. And mostly what this does is this roll allows you to get kind of to the side of them, right? Close enough to be able to get to them or do something about whoever's in them.
Okay.
But this is like the left hand side of the barricade line that they've made. So yeah, you get there. Awkward, you're still in the car. At this point, you're in the middle of Cam, who I assume is just checking their weapons, and Deb, who is in the Deb zone. What do you and Cam do? Either.
People are getting shot outside the car, so I think I might stay inside the car.
Yeah. Cam, you're just on the edge of basically a war zone. From this perspective, you can see that like the physical mass that they're throwing into George in the form of the bullets that they just continue to fire, as they're like, you know, like while one line is reloading the other one. There's probably about 20 or 30 people in total just firing as much as they can at George to try to slow him down. But you are parked just next to a one of the kind of Humvee Jeep things that has a turret in the back, and you could see a guy on the turret in the back pointed towards George. They don't seem to have seen you yet, such as Deb's driving role, right? But they will in just a moment. Anything you want to do, Cam?
Ed muted.
He's not muted, at least not in Discord. Okay. Oh man, I missed him. While we wait, Deb, what are you doing now that you've slammed the car into park?
Yeah, I'll hop out of the
Or
driver's
do you just
seat
go to
and-
ram?
No, I'm gonna hop out of the driver's seat and commandeer this turret.
Okay. That's probably gonna need. You're gonna have to address the guy shooting it, right? So what's your plan? Oh, Cam. What just happened is you've strafed and basically pulled up a little bit in behind the line of soldiers that are just throwing bullets at George to try to slow him down. Probably about 20 of them. The Deb has angled you to get next to one of the two Humvees, one like on either side that has the actual machine guns mounted on the back. Is it just me, or
A little bit of both, I
can
think.
A little bit of both. It's been a little spotty tonight.
really now is the time? We're all taking this moment to get on the desk. But
I think it's the perfect
uh,
time, actually.
So, okay. Essentially, if you can hear me, Ted, basically you're trying to, Deb is trying to commandeer the turret that is mounted to the back of one of these Jeeps. Deb, and they're, to explain further, is essentially like a line or two of soldiers and a bunch of soldiers on the nearby roofs in this small downtown. And they are just trying to throw bullets at George to slow him down. But Deb, you I still want to shoot the guy.
Yeah, I'll jump out. The plan is to shoot the guy and dump him out of the back of the Jeep. Grab hold
Okay.
of the.
Roll me a kick some ass.
I
Oh.
will burn another luck point because fuck that guy.
Okay.
Yeah, and for this, I will use you completely hold the advantage. All hunters involved in the fight will get +1 forward.
Okay. How much damage does your gun do?
2.
Okay. You open fire. He's no longer shoot a gun. He's turning to look at you, right? You got the drop on him. You got a shot off. You didn't drop him outright from your angle. But it does mean that Cam, if you want to shoot him, you have a +1 now, I believe is what. Yeah, that's the way it works.
Sure.
Fucking
Holy cow.
Nice.
okay.
Yep.
Okay, Cam. What effects? Because I know you and Amros both have this one advanced.
Yeah, I will just drive them away in a route. Cam came here not trying to kill people, trying to help people, and
Right. Okay. Do you want this to be then you don't use the gun? You just get up close and like throw
or
him
just
off?
use the gun to force them out.
Got it. Yeah, I think he is reaching for a sidearm and you shoot him in the hand. And as he goes takes a step forward, both you and Deb reach up and just just like kick him off the side. Cam, do you say anything to him?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I think he like the most he does is he starts yelling, and he doesn't have his walkie-talkie on him. So he's yelling to the guy in the Jeep. But he goes running off into a nearby building. It's like a nearby like storefront.
Actually, I take that back. I will shout. I tried to tell her to get y'all to leave. That's it.
Okay. The two of you now stand before a mounted machine gun on the back of a Jeep. The Jeep owner, by the way, is now getting out of the driver's side door, and turning with gun raised to look at the back at the two of you. What do you two do?
Yeah, I don't give a shit. I'll grab this turret and spin around and point it at the dude. Like, fuck that guy.
Okay. Give me a kick some ass roll. Yeah. You're like 5 feet away from him, right? Or like it's like 10 feet away.
Yeah.
You just sort of red missed him a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Right? Like the amount of bullets that hammer into him just in the time it takes you to stop pulling the trigger, right? Yeah, he goes down. You are now in the back. Nobody else in the line of soldiers or any of the others seems to have noticed yet. But you don't think that will last very long, because eventually the guy who ran away is going to tell someone, right? So you got a moment here.
Well, I mean, from my perspective, the whole point of this was that helicopter's shooting at Harlow. Like, I came here to try and protect Harlow and Awkward. I'm going to try and shoot that helicopter.
Okay. Yeah, there's one helicopter that's closer to you and one that's further away that's Harlow. The one that's closer to you is the one that looks like it's just doing kind of overwatch over the.
Yeah, I don't care about that one. I care about the one that's shooting.
Okay. So flash to Harlow and Amros running while bullets are flying. What was your plan, Harlow? Just
As I ask, what was your plan?
You're seeing it.
I love it.
Amros will protect someone if you want.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I love that.
The main gun is not turned on two random guys yet, because priorities are still a thing, but there is now two people just firing bullets down here.
Yo, it's huge.
Yeah, okay. What's your special effects? 'Cause I do believe you have this advanced.
I do have an advance. There's no bystanders, so I don't get an ally. But it's both you and the character you are protecting are unharmed and out of danger. So I don't think we are out of danger. I think we come
serpentine.
we are serpentining. Yeah, we're deflecting bullets. Yeah.
You continue to draw fire and stay out of danger. I think there's quite a bit of this, at least subjectively from your point of view, right? The two of you are running, the bullets are hammering down around you. 5, 10, 15 seconds, a minute. It's a very long time to be zigzagging through bullets, as Amros is occasionally like backhanding them out of the air in front of Harlow. Like, it looks like the more frazzled you're getting, Harlow, as like, how do I zig? You can't turn it open field with this guy shooting at you. What do you do? The more Amros seems to be getting in the zone, right? Like, Amros is locking the fuck in.
Hell yeah.
There's points where he's moving. You now clocked him several times moving faster than a bullet, right? Just factually, considering he's responding to a bullet in a way he should not be able to. Amros, you're just in it, you know?
I'm in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a lot more difficult. I did this once with arrows.
God, I can fucking imagine.
I miss it when they were just throwing rocks. God.
Deb, roll me a kick some ass roll.
Yeah. And do I still have that +1 from the previous 12 on the kick some ass? That
Uh, that what's the actual wording? Let me see.
you completely hold the advantage. All hunters involved in the fight get +1 forward.
Yeah, you do.
Damn.
And
Oh yeah, so we should have had +1 on our
you
roll.
should have, yes. So the +1s in play are still going to be Awkward and Harlow. But Deb, yeah. Okay. Just regular. Yeah, I think you like mostly what's working for you here, right, is that they have no expectation that a bunch of bullets are about to start ripping towards them, right? And you don't even really need most of them to hit. You kind of only need a handful to hit
Right.
and for you to have aimed right. So you just empty the clip, right? And from the perspective of the two of you, you see a bunch of tink 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 as bullets are slamming into this helicopter as it turns. And you see as it turns, the bullets seem to catch something because the helicopter starts to list to the side, veering down towards the tree line some distance away. As it veers down, you see it hit and explode.
Oh. Oop.
So, yeah, you guys are in the middle of the field. You've zigged and you've zagged. You've drawn its attention, and you've seen a bunch of shots come out. By the way, at this point, Deb and Cam, you could see multiple soldiers all along the line, including a few on the roof, turning towards you, away from George. So I guess we'll go first to you two. What do you do after bringing down the helicopter, Deb and Cam?
Run.
Just back into the car.
Can I see George?
You can see him only because he is the brightest fucking thing in existence at the moment, right? He's
Okay.
still some ways away.
Then I'm gonna run in his direction.
He's visible from literally everywhere at this point.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna follow the light.
Yeah, Ambrose, you see Harlow turn on a heel and go running towards all the bullets.
I'm like, oh, okay, here we go.
You are so much more bulletproof than me.
Okay. What about awkward? By the way, you're still in Veronica in the little like seat in the middle, right? Lifted up a little bit. You've just seen all of this immense destruction and ridiculous bullshit, right? And they shot one guy, threw out of the thing, he ran away. Deb red misted some second guy and then shot down a helicopter.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do here. It's like people are exploding into mist. That's not really my jam.
Uh,
It's not built for active combat. Who knew?
I guess I could jinx somebody. Deb's on a turret still, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Then this is for you. Yeah, you get
Not
one.
running from the soldier. Got it.
Yeah.
I guess
Cam, are you two holding your ground, or are you trying to get the fuck off and get back in the car?
not leaving Deb behind, so I'm staying put. I will just try to keep soldiers suppressed.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably be screaming at you to get in the car because I'll probably hop in the driver's seat of this Jeep at some point.
Okay. Yeah, people are converging on your location. Not all of them, because again, there's still the fucking George walking towards them. But a few of them have started to wing bullets in your direction. I think while you're on the top, both of you give me an act under pressure roll to basically duck down or to roll off or to get into a defensible position, whether it's inside of the truck or what have you. This is for Cam and Deb. Good
Not take any plus on
fucking
that.
good sweet Christ. Okay. Yeah. This is one of those where you would not get shot and you'd be in cover, or you could do some other thing, right? Get some other advantage. Currently, it looks like there's one guy on a roof nearby shooting at you, and there's two that are approaching, basically running from like vehicle to vehicle, hiding behind them, and then getting closer.
Yeah, I think I'd like to not just duck down, but actually make it into the driver's seat of this Jeep.
Sure. Yeah, you not only you duck down, you like drop down, like hit the ground, roll for a second because the door is still open, right? And a
Mhm.
few bullets ping off the door as you jump into the driver's seat. Key's still in the ignition.
Great.
What about you, Cam?
I think Cam's going to stay put and continue his efforts to keep people from dying.
Okay.
Force people to keep their head down, force people to stop moving, try to draw their fire away from George, because that isn't going to do anything. So,
Okay. Give me a kick some ass. You're basically trying to fish for 12s at this point, right? Because you know you can drive them into a route mechanically.
I
Close.
don't know if we still have the +1 forward that Deb gave us everybody earlier.
I think you do.
Okay, I did not include that, so that would be a 12.
Yeah, I think you do. Okay. So do you want to get one of the people running up or the guy on the roof to just stop doing anything about you?
Guy on the roof. I can deal with the other guy later.
Okay. Yeah, I think you drive him in a route from you, right? Which really just means like you could see him run to the other side of the roof. And you're not sure if he's going to engage with George, but he's definitely not going to fuck with you.
I'd rather have him fucking with me than engaging with George. Is what
Okay.
I was trying to do.
Got it. Okay. So then yeah, I guess the question is, do you want to drive? I guess we'll do driving route. You fire at him and get close enough to him that basically you see him duck his head down and he doesn't poke his head back up, right? So it's basically sheltering in place. But he no longer seems to be involved in the fight. Yeah. Awkward. Action movie continues before your eyes as you're sitting in Veronica.
You said action continues?
Action movie continues.
Okay.
The two of them are continuing to do crazy shit. There's gunfire everywhere. A helicopter crashed in the distance.
Yeah, I hate all those things.
Awkward sinks lower into the seat.
Literally.
Okay. I think there's opportunity to do one more thing before we'll go to Haro and Amaros as they get closer. So Deb and Cam. Deb, you're behind the wheel now. What's the plan?
Yeah, I'm gonna drive off behind this row of vehicles that have set up sort of the barrier that has various people shooting and whatnot. And I'm gonna start doing some donuts and lightly running into it, just trying to attract as much attention as
Yeah.
possible.
Just fucking with shit.
Yeah.
Okay, act under pressure roll. Okay, I think you can get this done, but you're gonna dance the vehicle a little.
Okay.
I don't know if you care, but it
Uh,
might matter if you
not
try
in
to
the
like
least.
take it away
Yeah.
from here. Yeah. Cam, are you hopping in the passenger? Or are you staying kind of in the back where the turret is?
At this point, it sounds like we're getting out of here, and I've got Awkward in the back of Veronica, so I will, or in the Veronica's seat, so I will get back in Veronica.
Fair enough. Yeah. Okay. Do you start driving after Deb, or do you drive a different direction?
Where Deb is headed in after George, or is Deb is just
Well,
leaving?
Deb is basically running along the line of cars that are like stretched in front of George and just like bumping into them and fucking with them by just like slamming into them over
I'm
and
just
over
trying to
again.
attract as much attention as possible from these
Yeah.
things that like I don't care that they're targeting George. I care that they're targeting to whatever degree they're targeting Harlow
Yeah.
and Amaros. Like I'm trying to give them another target.
So yeah, your options are basically go the opposite way, which is away from the conflict, to try to go further into the town and kind of do something different, or to follow in Deb's stead and get closer to the center of the combat.
Yeah, I will head. There's no reason for me to leave, so.
Yeah. Okay. Are you doing with the same intention as Deb to like make yourself seen, make yourself a nuisance, or do you have a different aim?
My angle is to just catch up with the people going in.
Okay. Give me a driving roll. This act under pressure, so I can't hurt you. Okay.
And turns.
Yeah. I think you can get it done, but you are gonna damage Veronica in one of two ways. And if you choose that, I'll give you an option between either the cage in the back gets dent and might not be completely operational, or a little like Veronica just like one of the frames gets a little bent. So Veronica can't go top speed.
I will go the second one.
Okay. But yeah, you basically pace along, Deb wielding this giant car, taking all the bullet fire in front of you. You're sort of tucked in behind her, trying to match her, like, drive for drive, as you're slamming into the cars and pulling attention away from the front line where George is. Uh, at this point, Harlow and Amaros, give me an act under pressure roll. This is just to physically move yourself to get close enough. Or
And we
Harlow
no
and Amaros.
longer have the +1 going forward.
Harlow does. You do not.
Harlow does. You're right, because I would have made a roll
Indeed.
and it would have applied. Yeah. Okay.
Indeed.
Boop.
Good Christ.
That's okay. It happens.
Okay. Harlow, you're trying to get close to get some kind of word, George. Here's your choice. You're not going to. You just can't. I think you're hitting your physical limit, right? The adrenaline is starting to wear off from all of the shit. You've been moving full throttle off and on for a while, and this specifically is some of the craziest shit you've ever done. And I think although you're physically like, I gotta go, I gotta get there, your legs start to wobble, right? Just the adrenaline crash as you're not in imminent danger of dying for the moment, but you're rolling back into it, right? Amros, your options are you can get to George, but you're gonna have to leave Harlow behind. And it looks like Harlow is struggling.
Well, I leave Georgia behind. I don't leave Harlow behind.
Yeah, you
I wave you forward. I wave.
I see you doing that. I just go to you. As I go to like help you, I say I can find him anytime.
Yeah, but you need to find him now. I'd prefer if you weren't on fire.
And I'd prefer if you weren't dead.
I guess
He's stronger than I am.
You always have the option to teleport with someone.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. That's why
Okay.
I'm not worried about George.
Yeah. Okay. The two of you, Deb and Cam, are driving and strafing and pulling the thing. George gets close enough to the, like, what he perceives to be essentially gun range, and starts firing. As he does, some of your efforts, Deb and Cam, have actually like moved people out of the way enough. You've drawn kind of people from the center away from his direct line. So as he's shooting to get the cars in front of him first, like destroyed and get them. As he's shooting, with each shot, he blows a huge hole through one of the jeeps in front of him as it's pushed out of the way. Uh, Only I think two people get caught. One of them just gets hit by the jeep as it swings. The other was actually in the other car in the center. At this point, though, he is now in the line of like where people were. But the line has been completely broken, mostly because of Cam and Deb's like distractions. He basically pulled enough attention away that he had a moment of not getting physically pushed back by bullets to break through the line and kind of scatter them for a moment. You two are, as you're driving forward, at this point, you see George in your rear view as you get to the other side. You're following down Main Street, basically, and you are on the other side of the kind of trench line that they made these cars. And you can see George behind you walking in between the wreckage of the two Jeeps. What do you do?
Trying to catch up. If I have to get out, I will get out. Point awkward towards whoever else is closest.
Alrighty, Deb.
Do I have eyes on Harlow and Omerus?
I think you see them. They are still a little ways away. It looks like Harlow has slowed down, and you could see Amros like catching up to the side of Harlow.
Are people still shooting at him?
Nope. Yeah, certainly not. At this point, George is now no longer like they're not in the line of fire anymore, right?
Okay.
George is past the line. They're shooting George kind of in their center.
And I'll go
So,
drive
Omeros-
and pick up Harlow and Omerus.
Okay. Yeah. Deb swings by. Two of you see Deb driving a military jeep with Veronica pulled up right behind.
Sweet.
At first, it's like, look, I don't know. Do you think we know
Right.
that it's Deb in there? Right? Is it like worrisome
Yep,
at first?
we panic
Yeah.
at first.
Yeah, it's like this
And
is it.
Then you hear Veronica. Even over the gunfire, you hear the as Veronica is going across the grass behind the Jeep. Okay, you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
hop in the Jeep.
I will hop in if Harlow gets in.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
I've been
Cam and
shot.
Awkward are in the car in the back. The three of you are in the car in the front. What's the plan? George is now past the military line.
I was
kind of
getting out of the car to chase George. That's why I sent
got
awkward to whoever. So awkward would.
okay.
I would have
Awkward
pointed
would,
awkward towards Deb.
So you're on foot.
Yeah,
Or-
I don't think Veronica can keep moving.
Okay.
Like can get in where George is headed. It
Yep.
sounds like.
Yeah. Cam, I think it's actually reasonably easy for you to get to George from where you are. considering he's behind you, and in this particular case, you can go on an intersect path to get to him. You're much further up than Harlow or anyone else was. So it's easy enough for you to get to him. There's bullets all over the fucking place, but he doesn't seem to care, as the bullets are like hammering into him.
I look at Harlow, and I say, "You've been hit? Where?"
I show off the bleeding arm,
Oh, okay.
and I'll start digging around in my bag for a poultice, and I'll roll to heal.
Okay, give me use magic. Cam, you are crouched in between, really crouched. You're just in between two small buildings as he's just sort of walking up the main road through. Same direction, hasn't moved from his direction at any point. But you've got a moment where you could probably get him to say something if he needed to. Or you're also in a position to run interference if that's what you're trying to do.
At this point, I'm trying to catch up with George. I heard something about crouching, and that was about it.
Oh, you are in between two buildings, basically, out of the line of fire for the moment. But George is walking by in front of you, so you can walk up to George fairly easily, even though he's moving fast.
Yeah, I will. I guess I will follow George. I mean, I can't stop him at this point, so
Yeah,
I can't stop everyone around. So I will try to stay alive and figure out where he's going.
Okay. Do you say anything to him?
Sounds like he's in the middle of the road and I'm not, so I'm not going to shout at him right now. No.
Okay. Yeah, you are keeping pace behind him. The others in the car, you are pacing along the outside of the town. You could see George in the center, still occasionally firing shots off. Cam, you see he's not really hitting anybody from, like, mostly he's shooting near people to just make them stop. He doesn't actually seem to care about killing them, right? Like, he's not going out of his way to shoot every single one of them. He's just, if they're in the way, he's getting them out of the way. So 3 to 4 of you in the car, you swing. Are you trying to swing around to the other side of town to get in front of him? Or what's the plan?
My plan is to not have the bag eat me alive this time. Yes!
Woo!
She loves me. She loves me not. She loves me.
Speaking of, I'm picking the glitch problematic side effect. I am gonna spill my fucking ingredients in the car, and I'm gonna put down a note that I'm gonna be out for healing for the scene.
I like that.
Yep.
Deb, where are you taking him? You know, if he's going straight through town, there's really, from the direction he's in, it's pretty easy to just go around town to get to him.
Yeah, I guess I'll drive around town.
Okay. Okay. Cam, you keeping pace with him. There's one guy who runs out in front of him. I think you have the opportunity to try to stop this guy from getting shot by George if you want to.
Yeah, I will take that chance.
Okay.
Take that opportunity.
All right. I think this is going to be a. I think this one, or actually, let me ask this: how would you do that? He's coming out between two buildings in front of you, gun raised, right towards George. George doesn't seem to notice him yet.
Fire at the building near him. I'm just trying to force him back until George has either noticed him, or if I can put the guy's weapon out of commission, I'll do that instead.
Okay. I think this is an act under pressure. You're not trying to kick his ass. You're not trying to talk to him. You're just trying to place a shot perfectly.
Ooh, no.
Oh my god. Okay.
A lot of fives.
Okay. God damn, you guys are power leveling. Yeah, you shoot next to him. He turns, shoots in your direction. Doesn't even get close. But George turns and fires the shot, and the guy is just blown backwards into the wall. Ahead of you now, Cam, you can see Deb's. Well, you can see the Jeep, the one Jeep that isn't in the line of cars behind you. They haven't gotten back into the cars to try to give chase yet. But you could see the one Jeep that Deb must be in front of you. In front of both of you, really, but you can see it like at the edge of town.
I'm sorry. I only got about half that.
Okay.
It sounds like George is walking towards Deb and the others.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, but only because they've gone around to like get in front of him, not like in his way to enter
Okay.
to be able to talk to him.
If it seems like the fighting has come to a stop, I will just walk out into the street behind George.
Yeah, for the moment it does. It seems like the people behind are mobilizing and probably trying to figure out where to go next because his back isn't helpful. So you can see some of them beginning to get in the jeeps, but you are now on the road behind him. And I think after a moment, he is close enough to those of you in the jeep in front that you can talk to him if you wish. Carlo, you wanted to speak with the man. You
Yeah.
finally got close enough.
I just wanted to I just wanted to make sure that I have everything over here. Okay. He knows the direction he is headed, right? Like he has established that to us.
Yep.
He knows He
Yeah.
knows
Yeah.
exactly where he's going. He just can't explain that to us. But he
Yeah.
knows precisely where to be.
He's only been walking in one direction this whole time. He has not
Right.
moved left or right. He's geolocated to exactly one place and he's walking.
Right. Okay. Um I am going to tell him that we're going to try to keep as much heat off of you as we can and help you get through with killing as few people as possible. I'm trying to get through without killing anyone.
So your pitch essentially is just get there as fast as possible with as few people killed as possible, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And we can
Yeah.
run defense and distraction for him as much as necessary.
Okay. He looks at you, Harlow, as you step out of the vehicle next to him. And reaches a hand out.
I take it.
Okay. You can feel in this moment a drawing on your power, I guess is the best way to describe it.
Sure.
Like a funnel as something is beginning to very casually like swallow up all of your magic, right? It's like you feel like the vacuum as everything begins to pull out of
I
you.
I bite when I can feel it drop to 5%.
Okay. Yeah, when you can feel right before
Yeah.
uh
Yeah.
because it gets there.
Yeah. Yeah. I bark and bite very quickly and loudly.
Okay. Uh he looks at you. He looks at the group of you And he says, "Your intention is that I get there now."
Yes.
I understand now. He turns, uh, walks a couple steps, and then all of you see him disappear.
I think that's good.
See what
I mean,
happens when you use your words.
probably a lot better for the people in between him and there. So, do we just stay here, or
I can get out of divination and look for him right now. See what he's doing. And I'll go back to my bag and complain about everything being sticky and bad now.
Mm-hmm. Because of what just happened, you're going to be rolling this with a -2 on top of your -1.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
is
that's
almost as
fair.
if your magic has been stripped out, right?
Yeah, yeah, it doesn't feel good anymore. But it's okay. It's very important. He is shaking, and the like dish of water in his hands is splashing all over the place. He has to try this a couple times. Do, 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 do. Ooh, I'll take that.
So a
Uh,
glitch, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, I'll let my wound open back up.
Okay. You take a harm.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. As I bleed,
so yeah,
accidentally turning all my rituals into blood rituals.
uh,
the dark magic?
you see, from your perspective, is dizzying for a moment because as he's moving, he is no longer like moving particularly linearly. He's moving like
Mm.
in what feels like teleports, right? Where he's just here and then he's there and he's there. The first thing you see is he is at the edge of some kind of property. It doesn't look like he actually is super far away from where you are now, at least as far as you can tell. But he hits a big giant fence with barbed wire on top, uh, and goes through. Uh, and you see he shoots like the fence and shoots the wall. The wall explodes, and then he's gone again. Suddenly, he's in the middle of the courtyard, and there's a bunch of people shooting at him. And he shoots the side of the building, and he's gone again. And you realize, like, he's essentially traveling to where the bullet is going. Right? He's firing the gun, and as the bullet gets to where it's going, he is appearing at where the bullet. Right? Uh,
Okay.
and your vision begins to get weirdly hazy as he gets inside. You see first a like lobby and you see some like office building like stuff to the side as he looks down and starts firing into the floor, and you hear like one after another after he's firing into the floor go down and down. You see levels of office spaces, and you see at one point something that the audience saw a long, long, long time ago, which is a very specific office area uh, that appeared at the beginning of episode 1. Um, Harlow doesn't know that though; only we, the audience, do. And he fires again, and your vision cuts out as he fires one last time, disappears, and then all of the lights that you can see shut off. And that is where you come back to yourself.
I think he's doing it, and I think that he is actually trying to not kill people.
So I guess that means our work here is done.
Best we can do, I think.
Do we stick around, see what occurs, or leave and wonder?
Well, I vote for getting out of Dodge.
Agreed.
Okay.
If it's all the same,
At-
I think I'd like to stay. Just to see what can be seen. If there's any danger, I can easily make an escape.
If there is something to see, I want to see it. That's why I'm here. Not here, but why George matters.
I agree. Plus, all this has to mean something.
Well,
As
then
you are
I guess we're
speaking,
staying put then. Where to?
Uh, Maybe is there some place to gain cover, or can we make an approach to? I don't know. I don't know exactly where George has gone. You know what I mean, spatially wise.
Harlow doesn't either, technically.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
either.
yeah. So it's like we know the direction that he was heading. So I guess if we don't see any structures there, then I could think the only thing we can do is just move in that direction.
Mm-hmm. Good point.
Okay. So yeah, do you just drive in the? I mean, you know what the only thing you know is what direction it was moving, right?
Right.
Theoretically, if you maintain that heading, it might be something eventually. So is the plan to just keep driving in that direction
Yeah.
as much as you can, right? You might have to zig and zag because he's
Right.
going straight
Yeah.
through the trees.
Right.
Same for you, Deb and Cam.
Yeah.
Okay. As you are driving forward, pretty shortly after you begin, Ambrose, you're the one that feels it. There is a moment where you feel a shifting in the fabric of the crossroads that is Beeman Bay itself. A power shift, something really important has just happened. You can't tell what. You can't tell, like, you can guess it must be related to what just happened, but you can just feel the ebbs and flows of fate kind of quicken, right? As something around which, like, around which all future events sort of spin has just occurred. Um, Harlow, you actually don't feel anything, drained of magic as you are. You're kind of just, here trying to see what you can see.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually, as you get closer and you keep trying to go in that direction, you can see, close you get really is you can see eventually the broken wall. And I think what we'll do here is, as you are pulling up to the wall, the camera will sweep past our heroes in their vehicles, looking through the hole, looking towards. You all can now see the facility that was there. It looks like a fairly stereotypical kind of office building, but for the fact that it is in the middle of the forest surrounded by the kind of government hidden where it's like, hey, we know what you are. You've covered yourself in a fence. You've got like parapets nearby, but you could see the path that George went going in there. As the camera sweeps past you to the building, inside of the building, down deep in the hole. As we go level by level, it is dark, but we hear shrieks of things. We hear monstrous cries and things waking up and moving. Things released from containment for the first time. As a lot of you are sitting, you begin to hear sounds. You begin to hear and kind of see fragments of things running off into the woods in all directions. They seem to be avoiding the shit out of our vehicle as we stare from on high, but we can see from this like bird's eye view looking down, shapes, shadows, figures flitting off into the woods, fleeing as fast as they can, fleeing away from danger, away from containment. And that, as the camera pans up the forest, up further, looking down, that is where we will end this session.